Okay, we're live again on the extra channel, ready to rock and roll. Let's make a start on the main channel. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Okay, stand by. And lights, camera, action. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Thank God, it's Friday. It's Friday. Yes, what does that mean? Friday phone in. Yes, in an hour and a half from now, the airways will go blue and crazy and nuts and bonkers because we ask our members, and you never know what you're going to get from them, right? Mike, Zach Zate, and Fight Channel. I mean, we may get some others as well. Today is a Friday phone-in. Every Friday, we like to talk about the past week, what it was like, how it felt, where we're going the next week. We generally laugh and take the mick out of each other. That's what we do as friends. They say in England, the more you love your mates, the more you give them a hard time. It's true. And I've brought that tradition to England. So Mike, who I love to bits, will be getting ribbed to pieces. That's fine, because the more we do it, that's because we like him even more. That's how it works. That's how it works. Deal with it. If you don't like it, go and watch something else. Right. So the Friday phone-in's coming up in an hour and a half. You can't miss it. You've got to be here for the Friday phone-in because it's the best entertainment on TV. So forget your Netflix. Forget your Amazon Prime. Focus today on being here live with me. So that's what it's all about. Be really, really good. Okay, get ready for that. I've got an itchy ear this morning. You know what? When you make up some mornings and your ear keeps itching, you think, my ear's itching. It doesn't matter what you do, it just itches all the time. Anyway, it's gone away now. Right, let's get ready. Let's see who's here. Hi, everyone. Kevin B is here. Mike saying hello to everybody. How are you, Kevin B? Welcome to the party. Andrew Phillips. Hello, everybody. You might notice 98% of our members live stream are members. Hang on, say that again. 98% of our live viewers are members with the highest engagement rate in the world. I'm very, very proud of that. Absolutely flipping awesome it is, which is great because when we do special events like on Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Our special world exclusive with our live CEO on the show, we can offer special things to our members. So I'm excited about it. Afternoon all. Hope you all had a good week. Kazansky, lovely to have you here. We've had a lot of fun. We've missed you, Kazansky. It's lovely to have you here. Stephen, he's here. Look, Mr. Oil, go DB. Morning, everyone. Eugene McCombs is here. Eugene, good morning. Eugene, that sounds like a new name. 2 months now. 2 months. You've been hiding in the background. Hang on a minute. What? So you're green. Oh, I see. I just reminded myself. Yes, it's green for members, blue for moderators, but moderators are obviously members as well. So yeah, that's how that works. Blue and green, or grey if you are a guest. Happy Friday, says Stacey Bailey. Yes, good God, yes. Mike's thinking, I can't wait for it. There's nothing better than I want to wake up in the morning and just basically, be told what an idiot I am. I mean, that's not what I tune in for. I'm a member of this channel. I even moderate it. Seriously? This is why I turn up every day, just to get everyone to have a go at me. This is really not. I need to go and watch something else. Well, it's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday. There's adult only. We should put we should actually do that one Friday. I'll make it extra. I'll make it adult only because there's a setting you can go adults only, and on Fridays I'll do that. I'll declare it an adults only zone. Like we get children watching our show. Do you know what I mean? But the same show, just sounding more risky. It's the same thing, really. Good morning, Leah. Hope you are well. And good morning. Yes, Leah's much better today. Yes, much better today. Thank you for asking. Should appreciate it. Stacey. Good morning to Stacey. How are you, Stacey? Mike. Just kidding. Love you, mate. Yeah. I'm loving it. All right. The whole world's good. The whole world's good. 68 countries. Can't believe it, can you? Can't believe it. You want United Nations? Just tune into this channel every day. Right. I've been here most every day. I just don't say much. I just don't say much. Eugene, he's just letting us know. I'm here most days. You know why he says that, right? He just wants everyone to know he's part of the family. I'm here every day. I just don't say much. Right? He just doesn't say much. There's nothing wrong with that. We've got stealth members. We got like is it what is it called? 4KK. 4KK has been a gold member. It's our second highest membership from day one for 3 years, and he's never in the chat. And I never know if he's even here. It's KK2. KK2, that was it. Bit of a celebrity, I think. Anyway, hello, what's this?
Mike 166A has become a member. Baha, give me a break.
No breaks. He's been a member now for 34 months. He hasn't become a member. You know, sometimes that the AI bot's rubbish. He hasn't become a member, has he? He's just celebrating one of his free badges. If you look in the chat, most of you have free badges. Anyway. Classic Carnot just retracted their comment, but don't worry, I can override it. Oh, yeah, I can override it. He said, oh, my God, I took that comment away. Morning, Martyn. I'm debating on switching my ETF from VOO to SPY. Do you mean SPY? Is the F near the P? Not really. I think he means SPY. Do you mean SPY? You don't mean SFI, do you? You mean SPY, right? I think you mean SPY. Just confirm. Is SFI? Let me have a look at that. Is there an SFI? I think you mean, because a comparison would be SPY. SoFi Select. Oh, you actually mean SoFi Select 500? No, he actually does mean SoFi Select 500. Look at that. SoFi. So no, he does mean this. Okay, let me have a quick look. Is he a member of our channel? No, he's not. I can't focus on this. He's not a member of the channel. What's going on here? I got members' comments. SoFi Select 500. I'll be nice for a second, but I've got to focus on members. Market. Equities selected by market cap, so multi-factor weighted. SoFi US, large growth, 500 companies, yes, 25%, yes, technology, expense ratio, margin requirements, what's in my NVIDIA, that's interesting, oh, bloody hell, yeah, I mean, okay, all right. I'll give my quick reaction to that in a second, and I just digest it in my brain. He did mean SFI. Until I'm in my lovely new home, I have to endure the noise of some questionable characters outside with their questionable vices. But no matter, I enjoyed reading 50 pages of my book to the extra channel. Lovely and relaxing music. There you go. Is the music still playing? No, that's all right. You worried me then for a minute. I thought the music was still playing. No, we're good. Thanks, Christopher, for scaring me. Classic Carnot. I'll give you my thoughts in a minute. How many hours on the music channel? Let's have a look. Martyn, look at LYV I got in a few weeks ago at 108. Hi, everybody. DJ Hayes. I've got a fan here. It's giving me an earache. It's got cold. Let me turn that fan off. Bloody hell. In Texas, one day it's like Death Valley, The next day, it's like the North Pole. Bloody mental it is. So I've turned the fan off. Do not want a fan when it's cold, do you? That's just like stupid idea. Right. Okay. Well, first of all, let me just cover this quickly. Because it's relative, you're going to get a little freebie here. Being nice to you, not even a member, right? Not even a member, but I'm going to be nice to you because it's relative. It's quite interesting. SFY. Let me see. I don't do ETFs on this, do I? So I've got some new software. You'll like this. This is what I spend my super chats on. So VU SFY. Now that's interesting. They say SFY. Just bear with me. All right. I prepared something here. Please hit the like button. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm busy posting, mate. Looking forward to the phone in. Phone in an hour and 15 minutes. Adults only today. Shall we do that? In fact, I'll do that. Today, I've got an idea. I don't care. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why. My stock's going down. So I don't know what it is. Yeah. Where do I put this? Forgot where I put this now. Where is it? Oh, look at this. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So Friday phone-ins, it's from now on, it's going to be sexy. It's going to be adults only. Right? We're going to be adults only show today. Absolutely. You're going to like it, right? Just giving you a little taster. People are going, I don't believe it. Now, before you get too carried away and going, what's all this? What's all this? That was my Playboy analysis review. It's stock related. It's stock related. It's very professional, right? But today is going to be an adults only live phone in. Okay, so just getting you warmed up. ASTI financial update didn't look promising. ASTI financial update. Kevin B. I wasn't covering that one. Kevin, you could have requested it. We could have covered it for you. Guess what? My XRP. Oh dear, look at this. Ooh. 86. You know who's getting rich right now, don't you? Sensei Crypto is getting very, very rich. And we're all standing watching going, oh, I bought this at 30. 300% profit now. It's okay. Got to invest in the S&P. I don't mind. Okay, right. Who is watching the boxing tonight? I'm looking forward to it. Everybody was going to watch it, but they've decided not to they're going to tune into my my show instead. In fact, what time? I'm only joking. When is the fight? Tyson and Fury. Is it? It's after the music show, right? It's after the music show because you know how the world tune into the music show. I want the people to make sure they see the music before. In fact, we might do a. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a Fury Tyson build up. That's a good idea. What time does it start tonight? I'm just letting people know. Not requesting, much obliged. You're very welcome, Kevin. Good morning. Thanks for letting us know. Good morning to you, James, and the rest of the everyone. Octavio Garcia. Right, okay, let's get to work. There's a couple of things I want to do here. Here we go. SFY versus NVIDIA. Boo. Okay, here we go. Coca-Cola is getting really, really, really attractive. I just hope it holds to January the 1st. Right. Here we go. NVIDIA investors, S&P 500 investors. Here is a little alternative for you. On this show, we try to bring you new ideas, new concepts, ways to look at things. Now, if you're an NVIDIA investor or the S&P 500, like me, bit of both, you might like this. So we've got something interesting for you. One of my guests today wasn't even a member, so he's very lucky we're doing this. One of my guests today asked me a question, and he was saying, I'm thinking of switching from VU, the S&P 500, to SFY. I hadn't heard of it. The reason I hadn't heard of it, it's quite new. It hasn't been around very long. It's an ETF like VU. However, it's very similar, other than the fact it absolutely loves NVIDIA. Is it a good idea? Well, let's take a look at it. This is SoFi Select 500 ETF. Ticker symbol SFY. You might find this interesting because if you like the S&P, you're like me, you like solid long-term investing, but hey, let's get real. It's all about NVIDIA. Maybe you want to get loads of NVIDIA within a basket of funds, and you kind of like the idea. You can see where I'm going with this. So tap the like button, subscribe, do all those good things. Let's have a little look at it. And what do you think? I've got some comparison software here, which you might like to look at in a minute. I'm going to share this with you. You have to pay for this, but I'm going to give it you for free. It's good, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's have a look at it. If we go over the maximum period, I mean, it's only been around since 2019, so it's not that old, doesn't have the history. It's got a nice growth, very similar to the S&P. However, it's a little bit ahead of the S&P as well. And I'm also going to put this in here, standby. I'm going to compare it to this as well. I'm going to give you two analysis, in fact several, you lucky people, all for free. Can you believe it? Okay, let's do that. Now, if we scroll down, what makes this different to the S&P? A lot of things really, but such subtle differences. Let's not focus on that. The biggest thing is if we look here at the holdings, rather than Apple being ahead on the S&P, it's NVIDIA, but it's NVIDIA with a whopping 17%, around about the 6% on VU. So basically, everything else is relatively similar. It's following the S&P, but it's just gone all in on NVIDIA. It's made NVIDIA number one by a long way. So it's basically an NVIDIA extremely weighted ETF. And everything else is a similar balance to the S&P. Now, obviously, this comes with some risk and some costs and everything else. I'll scroll down now, and I will show you the costs. Now, there's some debate on this because on Robinhood, and this is important to note this, they say it's 0.19, which is a lot more expensive than the 0.03 of the S&P. I would imagine this is more actively managed than the S&P. That kind of makes sense. 0.19. However, in a minute, I'll show you there's a different price somewhere else. So before you buy this, check their prospectus, because I'm getting disagreements here. Now, the price earnings ratio is 33 times. It is more expensive. I don't mean the cost of the stock itself. That's irrelevant. It's not the price you mean. One stock at $1 million or a million shares at $1 is the same thing, right? Don't be bothered about the price. The price to earnings ratio is important, and the expense ratio is important. So this is expensive, and I can understand why, because Nvidia is always overbought, right? It's priced to perfection. What's interesting about this stock is it's related to the S&P, but all in on Nvidia. Now let me share with you some comparisons, whether you should buy this or not. So I've got several analyses lined up for you right now, so you might enjoy this. All right, so here we go. Here's the first one that I prepared for you this morning. I'll zoom in as much as I can. Okay, all right, here we go. So the S&P, forget the price. I'm not interested in the price of the stock. Doesn't matter, because you fractional share or whatever, it's irrelevant anyway. 545110 if you really want to know, but it's not important. One's Vanguard and Toroso Investments, right? Expense ratio, we all know that the S&P is 0.03. This is saying 0.05. However, on Robinhood, it's saying 0.19. So I'm not sure. Either way, it's more expensive. Robinhood's reporting a lot more expensive. You can find out, because if you really want to buy it, you look at the prospectus of the stock, and that is the legally binding contract, not analyst websites which pull in information. So that's the way to do it. These things aren't important. The average daily volume, it's a lot less, obviously, than the S&P, obviously. So we're not worried about that. Number of holdings, 502 is 506. Somewhere else is 505. So, it's not really much to worry about there. This is the day return. We're not interested in that. What I want to share with you is this here. The holdings, as you can see, SFI compared to VU. If you look at it, the biggest single difference, and it is really what it's about. Apple is 7.4, Nvidia is 6.1 on the S&P, whereas on SFI, you've got, I know where they went, SFI, anyway, that's another story. I'm just thinking of something else. Nvidia, 16.74. They've heavily weighted. Everything else is kind of balanced out around that. I've gone through it a little bit as I was preparing this. It seems to be the similar balance, everything else in proportion to having Nvidia at that size. So it's all about Nvidia. Everything else is pretty much the same. Now, as you can see there, technology is overweighted because of the overweight in Nvidia. But what I want to share with you is this. This is the performance. Not that one there. This one here. Just set up a back test. Now, we can only go back to 2020 because that's when the inception date was. And if you look at it, the S&P is in blue, SoFi Select, not to be confused with SoFi stock, right, is in green. And you can see it's virtually the same. At times, it was slightly lower. Do you know what I mean? Because since 2020, there are other stocks that have done equally well in the S&P, and it's balanced itself out. Now, that is the key part of this whole video. Since 2020 is when we've really got excited about Nvidia. And if you'd had Nvidia or this stock, if you'd had VU or SFI, you'd have ended up around about the same. Not a huge difference. So that you can see where I'm going with this now. If you look at the balance of the S&P compared to SFI, SFY, it very, very similar. There's a slight uptick at the end with we've just got trimming off at the S&P, and we've got NVIDIA holding up, which is why SFI is outperforming. But very, very similar. And that is over 4 years, the most important 4 years of NVIDIA's history. It's kept pace with the S&P. This is why the S&P is so well done. Everyone tries to compete against it. It's worked. Now, that's important over the last 4 years, and why, you can see where I'm going. I would stay with SPY, S&P, VOO, whatever, not move over to SFY. I'll give you a couple of reasons. The 4 most important years, it's kept pace with the S&P. It's not really made a difference. Okay, beforehand, yes, it would have done. But the last 4 years, since they've incepted it, it's kind of in pace with the S&P. So it's comparable. It's more expensive, depending on which numbers you use. It's either more expensive or a lot more expensive, as in the expense ratio, so that's not good for it either. And finally, the other reason why I wouldn't switch from the S&P, VOO, or SPY to SFY is because if you get this, not only do you know it's performed just as well as the S&P over those 4 years, so what's the point? It's more expensive, but now you are banking on NVIDIA outperforming everything. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I think NVIDIA is a great stock, and I think it's going to go do well. However, like we've talked about before, NVIDIA spends money, enterprise money, with Apple, with Meta, with Microsoft, with Google, vice versa, backwards and forwards. If you compare all of those together, you're probably going to end up where you were with the S&P. The overall tech balance is similar, slightly more with NVIDIA, but you're now really relying on NVIDIA outperforming everything all the time. On top of that, to pay for the extra expense. I think that's a bad idea. The S&P is already very heavy tech weighted. It's a very heavy tech weighted stock ETF, not as much as NASDAQ, but it is heavily weighted. Some people criticize the fact it's too heavily weighted, and 6% plus the S&P is NVIDIA is a very, very big chunk. Except you're not now, the balance is right because you're not completely vulnerable should we have a turn down on NVIDIA. But more importantly, not so much worrying about a turn down. I would be concerned with the fact that we don't have as much weight in other things which have so far, and this is very important, underperformed in the S&P for the last couple of years, which we're now expecting to improve. And I'll give you an example for that. We've just had a big rally in the S&P. Everything's done well, but it hasn't outperformed. It's no worse or no better than SFY. But others, like defensive stocks, because for several reasons, we've talked about it, people know now who the president's going to be. They've rallied into the market because that's what they priced in. So they kept going with it, kept pushing with it. So defensive stocks trimmed off. People took money out of defensive stocks like Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Pfizer to buy high tech. That's running. At some point, they're going to return. And Coca-Cola reported a slowdown, but we're going to see an improvement next year. So I want to be in those stocks as well. So if we look at Coca-Cola right now, as you know, I made a big entry into Coca-Cola. I bought $28,000. I'm about to buy another $8,000 on January the 1st, midnight, New Year's Eve. That's 1 second after I kiss Leah, Happy New Year, I'm going to buy $8,000 worth of Coca-Cola. I want to be in that. I do not want to be I don't want to be in the NASDAQ because it's too techie. I don't want to be in SFY because the balance is now lost. And as we've seen, it hasn't, for the last 4 years, which is the most important 4 years, hasn't outperformed the S&P because the S&P's got enough. So this was quite a long video, really, for a non-member, but I wanted to do it because I think that my NVIDIA investors will find it useful. I would say no, this isn't the way to go. I think SPY VU is the way to go. VU is the better option because of the expense ratio. It loves NVIDIA enough without being married to it, and it gives the potential for the underperforming stocks to perform better, more than SFY, and also it's too expensive. Remember, ETFs are businesses within themselves. They are not your best friend. The expense ratio is paying people's wages. It's a business in itself. It was set up to make someone money. It wasn't set up to be your best mate and to help you out because you like NVIDIA a bit more than Apple. That's not what it was set up for. It was set up as a business, and it pays people lots of money to manage it. Well, I don't want to be paying lots of people money to manage things. I want to have the minimum cost. I know what I want, and I want to have the money in my account, not somebody else's. So it's not for me. It's not the way I'm going to go. Good luck. I like the idea if you're very, very, very pro NVIDIA above everything else and you don't want the balance and you're not bothered. It's better than just buying a single stock. However, if you, and here's my final thought on this, if you love it this much.
The Classicana donated $5 through a super chat. Thanks for detailed analysis comparing VU to SFY. Hope your wife is feeling better. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much indeed. There you go. You might as well become a member. It's only a couple of bucks. You could have 2 months for that. But anyway, thank you so much for your super chat and your lovely comment to Leah. She'll appreciate that. My final thought is, if you like this stock, 17% is which is huge, is don't undervalue how big 17% is. If you like NVIDIA that much, which you obviously do, consider this. In fact, this is the answer. I should have said this right at the beginning. I'm just calculating in my brain. My brain's calculating. If you like NVIDIA that much, 17%, this is what you should do. What you should do is don't buy SFY, but buy VU, which is the better way of buying the S&P, and then buy NVIDIA on its own. Because then you get the best of VU, you get the best of SFY at a cheaper price, but you get NVIDIA, which is essentially what that ETF really is, without the expense ratio. And if you think of the cost of this expense, I'm just calculating this in my head. If you think of the expense ratio difference and you owned NVIDIA with SPY without the cost, as long as you managed it correctly and didn't do 50-50, you did a similar amount, 17% of your portfolio. So imagine you've got, X amount of money. Take 17% of your investment, put it into NVIDIA. The other 23% you buy VU. Sorry, the other, what did I just say? The other 82%, 83% is VU. 17% is NVIDIA. That's the way to do it. If you want that ETF, buy NVIDIA, 17% of your portfolio, 83% is VU. That way you gain the same exposure to it without the expense ratio. Boom, boom, boom. That's the way to do it. Right, I've worked it out. Okay, there you go. Click above my head for all this nonsense. Down below in the description. Over here for the NVIDIA earnings. The event of the century. 40,000 joining me live. And down here, a very special world-exclusive, members-only event, Mobix, $22 million market cap. We're interviewing the CEO. Big news, top tip. It's going to be very volatile. It's going to move. It could move very quickly up. Join me for that and everything else. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. What do you think of that? I think that's a good idea. But you never thought of that option, did you? We're not covering BABA this morning because no one requested it. That's a member's request to cover the earnings, member's request to cover all of that. Anyway. Martin, I liked it how you said, I will buy Coca-Cola right after I kiss Leah. Well put. Yeah. New Year's Eve. Yeah, don't do it the other way around. Happy New Year. Hang on. I want a kiss. Hang on. I got a bike. It'll only take me 3 seconds. All right. That's a good idea. No, I'm not going to make a video out of that. It's silly. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm doing New Year's Eve. Right. Okay. Good morning, Jerry and Elba. I've got Jerry and Elba live with me today in 3 hours time. They're a gold member and they have one-on-one with me live private video call in 3 hours from now. Jerry and Elba. It's part of the service. Let's have a look. Missed all the comments. I don't think you want Jake to win. I hope Tyson loses badly. Fascinating question and insight. Perhaps the chat could sign up. Be interesting to hear more from them. Who was that? Songs for Space, but why? Tyson said some nasty things in the past. Hope he gets knocked out. He was a brilliant animal back then, and he did some bad things. Biting someone's ear off, for example. Through interesting, though interesting, Energizer news with Asti. Asti, thank you very much, Kevin. I have to focus on the members. I'm sure you understand that. I'm just trying to get through them all. I'll come back to you if I can. I want Mike to win for all senior citizens. That's not nice. Don't have a go at Mike. No one's allowed to have a go at Mike. Martin, the voice of reason. I agree with you. NVIDIA will never, ever have the period of growth it's enjoyed since 2020. Yeah. Possibly, Christopher. I think we'll hit 1% of the S&P. I think we'll hit negative 1% on the S&P today. Well, it's getting close for me to buy it, if it does. Yeah. Good morning, James. Martin, I liked it. How you said it. We'll buy a Coke right after I kiss Leah. Get well soon, Leah. Leah's fine now. Stop saying get well to Leah. I know you're being nice, but stop saying it. It means you're out of date. It means you don't really care because you don't know what's going on. If you really cared, you would know what was going on and you would know that I've already said she's fine now. So if you really care about everybody and you're really a good friend, stop saying get well, Leah, because you already know she's okay. If you didn't know, it means you don't care because you don't pay attention. There you go. That's put you straight in it. I've had is it a friend request from James. James, I can't accept your friend request. You're not a member of the channel. Hang on. Let me just check. Just check if you are. I don't think you are. Got a friend request. Only accept friend requests from members of the channel. I don't think you are. No, you're not. So I'm sorry. But notes. Discord friend request. Copy and paste. I've got a note. Okay. This server is for Discord members only. Right, so I'll send him a message. He just asked me to be a friend. I can't do that because we don't know who these people are. Could be the nicest person in the world. I don't know, do I? Yes, he's inviting me to his server. There you go. This is for members only. All right, so friend request. Pending. Friends online. Where did he go? Where did he go? That's weird. Friend request. Well, that's weird. Where did he go? Where did you go? That's very strange. I wonder if he's watching right now. I bet he's watching right now. Are you watching right now? Because you've just deleted it. That's really weird. Huh. Yeah. Friend request has just disappeared. That's weird. I bet he's watching going, oh, okay. Whatever. Let's carry on. Good morning. Good morning, Cameron. I'm sorry to hear Leah's not feeling well. Bloody hell. Get well soon, Leah. GameStop is up. Yeah, is it? Is it? Baba report. We have to focus on our members' questions. Stock market is closed at midnight on New Year's. You have to wait until open. You sure about that? Hang on a minute. Let me check that fight channel. Let me check that. December 31st. It's a Tuesday. No, I don't think so. Is it a bank holiday? Is January the 1st? I know it's a bank holiday, but it's a stock market closed. I'll check that later. It's a weekday, so it should be open. Interesting. Anyway, I'll check that. Where has my membership gone? Cameron Griffin? Nowhere. It's 2 months. You're looking at it on the screen. You've got a little badge there. See it? The little gold badge. And it says 2 months. You've been a member for 2 months now. Never mind. Too late. You said it. I've been in hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope all is well, Jerry and Albert. I'm talking to them today. I just heard someone say, hope she gets well. Forgive me. It's all good. Can you go through Amazon or HIMS? Or AMNZ? I don't think we got time to go through that just now. Let me explain again. If you are a member of the channel and you want me to do a full analysis, it's a minimum of $5, I think it is, and I will do it for you. But we're not doing analysis at the moment because I've got a few still to do. All right, James Fault. He confused us. What's going on? TPET did a reverse split. It's okay. Leah needs encouragement every day, having to deal with all this shenanigans. That's true. Yeah. What you should be saying is not get well. Leah, we're with you. We hope you're getting through the day. We know we can't imagine what it's like. That would be okay. That would be relative every day. Checking fight channel. Good. Is fact checking. Matt. He is fact checking. I'll check that in a minute. He's on the show in 45 minutes. Rick McGrath is making loads of great trades. I've noticed. Rick McGrath. I'm sorry to say, I have to do this. Rick McGrath, you're not going to like this, Rick. You're not a member anymore, and I left it for a few weeks. I always give everybody the grace, but sadly, it's members only on Discord. So temporarily, Rick, I have to remove you from Discord. I hate doing this to people, but I have to do it, Rick. So unfortunately, midnight tonight, you are set to be taken off Discord. It's members only. If I don't stick to that rule, it'll be chaos. People go, I don't need to be a member then, do I? I can have everything for free. It doesn't matter. So I'd have chaos. So it flags me up and tells me who's no longer a member, and I have to upgrade or downgrade all the memberships. So midnight tonight, Rick McGrath, sadly, we will lose you on Discord. I have been enjoying your successes. You've done very well on your trade, so congratulations to that. All right. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know. Midnight. I try to give everyone 2 or 3 weeks, and that's how I do it. I was on my other account, which isn't a map. There you go. Now you understand. Right, 15 minutes ago. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, when you have an owner who says, "Hey, Saquon, why don't you test the market?"
Okay, not much going on there. They're talking about American football. He is being banished from the land. He is being banished. Well, just the way it is. Just the way it is. I can't change the rules. I can change the rules, but I'm not going to change the rules because it's got to be the rules of the rules. It's the rules, right? That's it. Jerry and Albert, I'm sorry to hear you've been in hospital recently. I hope you're okay. They're going to be speaking to me in 2 hours and 45 minutes because they're gold members. They get a one-on-one 1 hour. Any gold member does 1 hour a month Zoom call with me. Mike's making silly faces in the breakfast bar this morning. I'm paying no attention. Excuse me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what people react to that. Now then, if you've not been, in fact, should I do that? No, I won't do that. Listen to this, folks. This is very exciting. Over the last week, really starting to rank. I never complain till others. I never complain till others complain. That's fine. I paid for sponsorship last month and didn't receive that service. Rick McGrath, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm sorry that you feel that you didn't get the service that you paid for, but you did. You absolutely did. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. I want to be absolutely clear so everyone knows you wasn't in the show every day. Every day that you were a member, a sponsor member, I showed your YouTube channel, which you were fundraising with your friend. And people will vouch for that. They will tell you, yep, every day I shared your sponsorship to your friend's channel. And I did also say, because I want everyone to have a great experience, that I wanted to send them to a charitable link rather than just a YouTube channel. I think you'd have got a lot more out of it if we'd done it that way, but I did do that. You're saying, how can I receive the service when you took the month off? No, you wasn't having it during October, correct? You're absolutely right. I wasn't doing anything during October for anyone. You're absolutely right. But I did give you a month's notice to say I was taking October off, so I couldn't do anything, which is why I think what was it called? Charlotte May Weddings then cancelled it because obviously I wasn't getting any service for October. I understand that. I thank you. If you did pay for it in October, that's very, very kind of you. But I did give you forward notice that I couldn't do anything in October, so I couldn't promote you. Obviously, I wasn't live every day. So I'm sorry thank you if you did pay to be a member through October, but I'm sorry I didn't give you service. But I did say I wouldn't be online on October, so there wasn't anything I could do about that. But what I will do then, all I can do is if it is I didn't do anything wrong because I said I couldn't do October. But what I will do is extend your membership on Discord for another month, if that is an apology. But like I say, I didn't say I was going to be online in October. I gave a month's notice. Thank you for paying for it, but I couldn't do anything for you if you did that. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Let me just read the comments so I got it right. Okay, let's have a look. You also mentioned, I just want to cover this, important. That's fine. I pay, and I paid for earnings and didn't receive the service. Yes, you did. I did cover earnings. I've covered everybody's earnings who paid for it. Absolutely, 100%. And I've done everybody's analysis, apart from these last couple that I haven't done yet. And I've said who they are. And you are not. Let me just see if you're on. If you are on, there's only a couple left. Rick McGrath, are you on that list? No. So I've done your earnings. I've done everything I said I would do. And I apologize if you don't think I have, but I can assure you I have. So that answers that. Someone says, I'm joining the membership. This can E-Trade debit card. It's hard to use online. I'm Mobix all the way. I've been watching and he got what he paid for. I've been watching and he got what he paid for. Yes, I did do the charitable YouTube channel every single day. Every single day. And it's not even in the terms that I do it every day, but I did it every day anyway. I always do more than I say. We've got a birthday coming up as well in a minute. Whose birthday is it? Have I missed a birthday? Brian Bynum, it's his 50th. We'll celebrate that in a moment. ISG earnings ISG earnings, I didn't get it. It's cool though. I'm not worried. Take me out. I'll take you off Discord. Okay. Sorry, Rick. Sorry you feel that way. I've done the best I can. I'm sorry that you feel you've been let down, but I did cover the ISRG earnings and I did do everything I said I did. Christopher Shaw said the one about raising money. Yes, you did. Yes, I did. I covered it every day, even though I never said I would cover it every day. I did do it every day. I always do more than I say I'm going to do. Obviously, Rick McGrath is not happy with my service, and I apologize. And I'm sorry that I haven't lived up to your expectation, but I can only do so much, I suppose. Makes me sad about that. I hate losing people who think I've not done a good job. I will try harder next time. Good morning, guys. Thanks, Brian. MSK, do your own XRP. Must be go. MSK, don't. You own XRP does. Rick McGrath, he did say that he was taking a vacation, that we all agreed, and he really didn't need to. Who was able to subscribe to you? Who was able to subscribe to you? Yeah. Thanks for being live, mine. Cameron Griffin, you're very welcome. Long L the creator. I want to thank. I've no idea what lag means, but I want to thank you last night for your request to do your earnings. I thank you very much indeed. I hope you enjoyed it. I went above and beyond the earnings because I put out the earnings for you on the extra channel. I then also put out the earnings video. I'll share with you so you can see what I mean. I always do more than I say I'm going to do. So there is the Oclo earnings. We covered it for you live. It was very successful. Thank you very much for the request. 599. That's out of date. It's always behind on the screen. But I also uploaded it, an edited version as well. There is the Oclo video. And also here on the main channel, also what I did on the main channel for you. This was extra. This is not what you pay for, but I did it anyway. I did a Oclo analysis and loaded that onto the main channel for you as well. So if you want the analysis of the stock, it was a rushed analysis because I had no time. If you remember, it was like I was instantly into it. But anyway, did all that. Good morning, folks. Good morning. I think you provide a great service, Martin. I am happy to be a member. 12 hours a day live stream must be very tiring. I love what I do. Yeah. I'm not going to troll this chat. I also pay $4.99 a month on Discord. And I've said thank you, and I appreciate you. I think we've got a miscommunication here. You've been a great service, a great member. You are a great friend in the chat. You are very complimentary, and you'll provide great information. Your trades have been really useful to see, and I've been encouraging all those trades that you've been doing, making money. I'm really, it's all great. I just think that you felt that I'd let you down, and I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I did everything I could. I gave everybody notice. I did more than I said I would do. I did your earnings. I did your sponsorship. I'm just simply saying, as a non-member, you can't be on Discord, because if I just let you do it, it would be chaos and the system wouldn't work. I offered to then give you an extra month because you felt I let you down for the holiday, but I did say, I don't know what more to do, and I'm not saying you are trolling me at all. But I'm just a human, and I can only do so much. The older I get, the harder I find it to read the smaller text on my phone. Yeah, I know. I keep making it bigger every year. The middle, Mobix Labs could be the ultimate AI play. Its sole purpose is to make data more secure and lower wavelength. Mobix Labs, we are covering a special event. We've got 4 minutes to go before the bell goes, and we are covering a world exclusive. It will be members only. It's public at the moment, but I'm making it members only because I don't want too many people commenting, questioning the CEO live. It would be chaos. And then I'm going to put the video out later. But for the live trades, the live moment, he comes on the show at prime time as well. It's during the trading day. This is the Mobix Labs event. If you've not yet got your ticket for it, it is a members only event. I'll put it on the screen here. It's public at the moment, but I'm about to make it members only. All right, so it's going to be very popular. We've already got 20 members waiting in the chat. Look at this. This is the event. 20 people already waiting. There you go. 20 likes. I beg your pardon. No one sat in the chat right now. 20 likes. There is the event, Mobix. You won't, very shortly, it might be today, but I will actually make it members only. So if you don't see it, it's because it's members only. And what it will do is it will look like this. On the homepage, there's upcoming live streams. It will say members only live streams. You'll see it. You won't be able to click on it, but it will be there. And later on, it'll be members only video here. It's just another service I like to provide to give value to my members. Being able to trade live on a stock from a world exclusive announcement from a CEO live on the show has to be worth $2, doesn't it? I think so. Anyway, there we go. So, birthday. So, Brian Bynum, can we get into the open of the bell and then celebrate your birthday? It's Brian Bynum's birthday. He's 50. He's a member. He gets a birthday treat on the show. So, Brian, what I suggest you do under the video, mobile or computer, see the share button. Click share right here. Share it on your text, your email, your Facebook. Tell all your friends to join us because, yes, that works after Jerry and Albert. Yeah, I've got Jerry and Albert. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What was I going to say? Yes, if you click the share button, you can tell all your family, friends that in about 15 minutes, it's going to be in 15 minutes, we're going to do your birthday. That way, they can all be in the chat saying happy, or your wife, your family, your friends, they can all be saying happy birthday in the chat, and you get to keep that video. The souvenir you can keep forever, and it'll be on the screen, everyone's name going up, and you will have your very own, souvenir of your birthday. That's one of the services. People pay me a lot of money to make these videos. You get them for free by being a member. Okay? Just another one of the perks you get. Thanks for the link on Twitter. Oh, that's you, is it? Oh, you're the guy who's messaging me on on Twitter. Something to do with my accent. If I had an accent, I would get. I'm not going to say the words on the show. But anyway, let's ring the bell. Here we go.
A stunning sum. They could buy a lot of dominoes.
The bell has gone. Let's have a look. Let's get ready to move. Let's see what's moving today.
It's amazing, and I think it's an interesting question.
There it is. Let's go through our stocks this morning as we ring the bell this morning. Quite a red day. Red. Going red. Going red. Going red. Going red. Going red. Right, let's have a look at the stock this morning. Let's see what's moving. The overall portfolio slightly down. It's not cheap enough for me to buy. Coca-Cola keeps going down. I hope it lasts until New Year's Eve. I shall be buying as soon. Oh, Coca-Cola is going up now. If it goes up, it goes up, whatever. But it doesn't really matter. I'd like to buy more if I can on the 1st of January, even if it is a little late, according to Fight Channel. Thanks for the link on Twitter for membership. Yes, you're not a member, though. Here is the link. You won't be able to see the show. Here is the member link in the chat. All right, let's go through all our stocks. Are you ready? Mobix is coming up shortly. Let's go for all our positions. S&P is down slightly today. GameStop I can't cover. I've got to cover members' requests at the moment. S&P Global going down. Virgin Galactic up 1.21. Palantir up 4% today. Look at that. Gold is up today, 0.26. Amazon taking a bit of a dive, down 2%. Apple down, but coming back up again. Next Era Energy up 0.23. Enphase up 2.22. Coca-Cola still down at 62. J&J taking a drop. I still believe a $200 stock. Chevron going up 0.04. Tesla on the way up again. It took a dive after, I just think this is really funny. Donald Trump's new best mate, Elon Musk, he's just dumped all over Elon Musk. Promised to help him, and straight away, he's gone back on what he said. He's taken away the EV incentive, the $7,000 incentive. Yesterday, Tesla crashed because of it. I think that's funny. Become my best mate, help me win the election. Now I've won, I'm getting rid of that. Just thought that was so funny the way he said it. Anyway, Rivian going back down. They got the news the other day about the partnership and it's gone all the way back down again. Do not buy this stock. This could go bankrupt. Every time they report news, it pops up and then sells straight back off again. It's a nightmare. The stock used to be $170 a stock and now it's worth $9. Can you believe it? Bad idea. McDonald's, $2.98. Google going down today slightly. Microsoft down today, down 1.1. Nvidia taking a bit of a drop. I said it'd go through 140 and it did. Walmart is down today. Tilray is broken down. How do you feel now, Mike? You were in Tilray, you sold for a loss, and ever since you sold it, it kept going down. No surprise at all. And with legislation now not on the priority, it's not Trump's priority. He said he would do it. Now he's won. It's been taken off. It's unbelievable, really. So it's just going down the toilet at the moment. Robinhood down today, 1.86. IonQ is up. Great quantum computers is way too expensive, though. Makes no sense at the moment. Rocket Lab USA down. We said it would go down. Plug, $2. Under $2 is a buy. Bitcoin went all the way, nearly touched 100,000. And then boom, straight back down again. It's now 89,000. Be very careful. I've said what if, and we've got a scary poll to tell you what if. XRP, 87 cents up today. Very nice indeed. There's our rundown. Thank you very much indeed. Okay. So Brian Bynum, are you in the chat? Did you share this out with everybody? Let's pump out the smoke. Pump out the smoke, pump out the smoke, pump out the smoke. You see the red light gone on? Can you see that? There's a little red light there. When I press that button, that's the red light coming on. That means there's smoke coming. So are you ready? We're about to do a Brian Bynum birthday. Celebrate Brian. Then we'll come back. We've got lots to do in the chat, so we're going to cover all of that in a minute. Okay, so I love it. I love the stock going down. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what it's all about. Keep on going down. Keep on going down for the Santa rally. If I can buy another 5-10 shares of the S&P, I will. This is why I didn't use my margin to buy Coca-Cola. It doesn't make sense. Wait for the pullback on the S&P before the Santa rally. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Perfect. Okay, let's get ready. So we're going to do this. We're going to turn the camera around. There is our studio ready to go. We want happy birthdays for Brian Bynum. He's 50 years old today. Let's put the chat on the screen. There is the chat. I want everyone to copy and paste over and over again. Happy birthday to Brian. Let me turn the camera around. Here we go. We need a bit of birthday stuff. We got the birthday stuff. Yeah, we have. All right. There you go. And I think we're pretty much set. So I want everyone to copy and paste now. Copy and paste. Brian Bynum's birthday today. He's 50 years old today. It's a big, big day. Everybody copy and paste in the chat. I want to see it rolling up. Let's get ready to do a birthday for Brian Bynum. 50 years old today. He's been a member of our channel for 6 months. So let's have some fun. Here we go. The hot seat. Which hat shall I wear today? This one. This one, I reckon. Gonna wear this one. Okay, let's do it. No idea why it's this one. I just decided to wear this one. Right. Happy birthday, everybody. Are you ready? Shall we do it? Yes. All right. So, Brian Bynum, this is your 50th birthday right now. If you refresh the screen, if you don't see it, underneath the video, you'll see a pair of scissors. Looks like that. It's called clip. You can clip this video right where it is now, and it will save it. And you can name it your birthday, Brian's birthday, 50th birthday. You can share it on social media. This will be your video forever. So happy birthday to you from all of the members around the world. Very, very exciting. Shall we get straight into it? Yes, let's do it.
SpaceX, obviously the largest of his private holdings, but this is moving up quickly.
This continues to be why I want to own the stock of Tesla.
That is because I didn't press that button. There you go. I've got to press that button. I forgot. I'm in the middle of a show. Things are different now. I've got to press that button. There you go. Do it again. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, no, to you. Happy birthday, Brian Bynum, on his 50th. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, no, to you. Happy birthday, Brian Bynum, oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, all right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Brian Bynum. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Happy birthday, Brian Bynum. Hope you've clipped this video because you can get to keep it forever. from all of us here on the Investor Family, 68 countries around the world, welcome and thank you and happy 50th birthday. I remember that like yesterday. It was great. I had 50 friends, 50 guests in the house, and it was bonkers. I hope you're having a great time today. Happy birthday, mate. All right, there's his video. Let me change back to here. This is what caused a bit of chaos at the beginning of that. I have this video here, which runs
an enormous amount of stock.
Yes,
given that the stock trades at what? When's the last time GM traded above 8 times earnings? I don't even know.
Right, let me get back to the main part of the studio. I enjoyed that. I hope you all did too. All right. Turn it round. All right. Half a century gone. Half a century gone. Yeah. Won't be long. Be dead soon. Leah don't like my jokes. You can't say stuff like that. I just did. There you go. I'm 55, so don't worry, mate. I'll be dead before you. There you go. There's all the... Look at that. We had loads of comments today. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. Let's bring it back into the stocks again. There we go. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Brian, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've clipped it. You've got it forever now. You should sing for company anniversaries. I do make videos for people. We did one as one quite popular one on the channel, and it was a financial company. They actually came into the studio and we recorded Piano Man. It was a lot of fun. Now, if you are a silver member, you can have an event of your own. If you are a silver member, you can have a birthday party of your own. You can have all of this of your own. So yeah, GoDB, if you have a business and you want to get everybody at your business celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or whatever, if you're a silver member, I provide it for free. I mean, you get a 20-minute concert for free. All your members, all your colleagues at work can come in. They can be on the party channel. You know what I mean? When they're all in these spots, all singing and all dancing together. It's great. It's a lot of fun. All right. In fact, we might start doing that. Shall we upgrade? Shall we start doing that for the birthdays? For the birthdays, we'll start bringing everybody in. So when we do a birthday next time, okay, everybody can be in the chat, waving and singing and dancing for our friends in the chat. How cool would that be? Brian's thinking, I can't believe it. I could have had that. Next time. Next birthday, Brian. Another 50 years. We'll do that for you, all right? Right. Not sure why, but a lot of static sound comes out when you put the news feed on through. Yes, Nonny. I've noticed the last couple of days when I put the news feed on, there's static. I know. It's a frequency issue. I don't know how to solve it at the moment, which is why I'm not showing much of this.
Really great. Jimmy Hoffa would
yeah,
agree with that.
A lot of static. It's not static, it's frequency. It's to do with the 192 frequency. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm trying to find it. My audio system's updated recently, and I had to change from 192 to 176 frequency on my studio to get round it, which it works. You can't hear static on my microphones, but there is static on the output of that computer now, which is where I get the feed from for CNBC. I don't know why. I can't work it out at the moment, but it's why I'm not showing it very much. Anyway, happy birthday, Brian. But thanks for letting me know, and I appreciate you, listening out. I appreciate it. Martin, we are trying to find out where put the password. Jerry in Elba, It's what you do when you normally call in. Remember when you normally call in, it's exactly the same service, exactly the same system. So we've got the live phone in now. This is what you're going to do in 2.25 hours. So the live phone in is open now. We'll open it up early. If anybody wants to call in, you can call in. We'll get ready now. Here is the link. This is what you're going to use later on to call in to me. So if you put this link in, this is for everybody and you later on. There is the link in the chat. What you will see is this page here. It's a blank page, and it simply says this page is password protected. Right? It's right in the middle of the screen. When you click on that link, it's right in the middle of the screen. So where do you put the password? You put the password right there in the middle. There's nowhere else you can go. You put the password in, which is Lucas AIDS 100, uppercase L, uppercase A, like that. I'll put the password in. There's the password for me. And I go, okay. And then it says then, look, phone in to live show. The only button in the middle of the screen. You click on that. You put your name in. I'll call myself Martyn. Seems a good idea. Right, choose my camera. I think I'll choose that one because I've got a few to choose from. And I will click join. The phone will ring. The phone is ringing. I will now go over to my interview screen. I shall put myself in guest number 1. And I shall say, hello, me. There you go. And I shall hang up on myself because that's ridiculous. Right, so there you go. That's how it works. Okay. Fight Channel's already calling in. There you go. The craziness begins. Fight Channel. It's Friday. It's the Friday phone in. I think next Friday I'm gonna do a special video. I'm gonna do a video rather than just a normal the title. It'll be adults only, X-rated. It'll be. I'll really sell it as like an adults event. All right. Let's see what happens. See if anyone tunes in for that. Anyway, we're just waiting for a couple of people to join in, and we'll start early because it's 10 minutes ago. I opened up the phone line a little bit earlier just to help Jerry and Elba sort it all out, just so they could understand what was going on. So I didn't want to leave it to the last moment. That's why I did that. So stand by for our Friday phone-in coming up in just a couple of moments. Please stand by. We probably start it earlier once we get a couple of people in. So if you'd like to call in and be on the show, the phone line is open. The links are in the chat. Please tune in, and we can have 10 people on the show at one point. Don't forget, tonight it's the Friday concert every Friday, and I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody back with me tonight for the music. All right. Let's go through a few stocks. Let's have a little look. You see why you just want to wait. Coca-Cola is still going down. I'm down now 6.8%. Doesn't matter. Got $8,000 waiting to buy that on the 1st of January. Me and Fight Channel can have an argument about that now, whether I'm able to do it midnight or not. He says you can't. You can't. The market's closed. You can't. You won't be able to. I do remember doing it last year. I'm sure I did. But and it's a Tuesday. So it's a weekday. I can't remember I can't remember last year if it said. I'm sure it said at midnight. See, there's a difference between being able to put the money into your Roth. That's probably midnight, and buying the stock itself. That's probably a different thing. Anyway, Coca-Cola still going down and down and down. All right, and the S&P going down and down and down. Right, shall we start the Friday phone-in? We've got one guest at the moment. We're only 10 minutes early. We should probably wait. Fight Channel, do you mind standing by just for a few moments? He's okay. He's okay. I don't mind. The reason for that is we do say it starts at 9. And if we suddenly start earlier, it does confuse people. I did it to help Jerry and Elba out. That was the essential reason for doing that. So what we'll do, we've done that video. Is there anything else I want to cover from last night? Just trying to think if there's anything else. I haven't got time to do another review. Let's just go through our positions and then see what's... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to do this. MOBX. MOBX. I'm going to do this quickly. Mobix. MOBX. Let's have a look at this. Let me put the event up here. Right. Oh, I can also do that as well. Mobix. 41. Let's have a look. 50. Right, okay. Right, here we go. Let's do this. Mobix. 8 minutes ago before the Friday phone-in, I've got Fight Channel already in the chat. Let's do this. So the time is... there we go. We'll put the time in at 1:20. 1:20. 1:20. MOBX. Okay, here we go. Mobix Labs, world exclusive, live during a trading day. Meet the CEO. The CEO of the show, of the company rather, will be live on my show. That's what I meant to say. And this is going to be a fantastic event. Full disclosure, I do not own Mobix stock. I only own the S&P 500, other than my Roth, which is Coca-Cola. As you know, I don't pump and dump stock. I'm here just to bring great content, great exclusive interviews. And I have a world exclusive from the CEO giving us some great information live during a trading day. How can it be more exciting than that? It will be a members-only event live, so that way we get good questions because you will be able to phone in. You will be able to ask questions live to our CEO. Live during the trading day. Afterwards, after the event, it will come out maybe the next day. It'll come out as its own live stream video, plus an edited version, and plus I'll have some analysis done as well. But during the event itself, it will be members only. Now, we've got lots to share with you about this. So if you're interested, it's a 22 million market cap. So it can move by our audience. Remember the famous incident when one of our members bought like 40% of a stock? Remember all of that on one of these small caps? So it can happen. Tap the like button and click subscribe and ring the bell. This is the event, and I want to share a couple of things with you. So here we go. This is the event itself. You can see how popular it's going to be, even though it's going to be members only. We've already got 21 likes on a video that doesn't go live until November the 19th. So 4 days from now, it's already got 21 people, and one person is already in the chat waiting. This is going to be a very popular event. We've also got what I'm now calling the Lucas Archie. Forget the Fibonacci chart. We've got the Lucas Archie, and it's proving at the moment extremely accurate because it's not on Reddit. It's not on stock Twitch being manipulated and nonsense. YouTubers trying to sell videos. No, it's our own community on our YouTube channel, inside of our channel, but ranks on Google. Very, very powerful tool, this one. And what we've got here is a poll running. 41% of you say, let's go Mobix, it's going to go up on the day. 41% of you say, no, it's going down. And 18% are undecided. Please vote on this. I'll give you all the links above my head, down below in the description. In the comments, I'll give it to you. You can vote on this and have your say. We call it the Lucas Archie trading indicator. It's a very useful tool. It's been proven so far to be extremely accurate because it's not ruined and spoiled by people just trying to sell their own ends or trying to short a stock or trying to drive it down for whatever reason. Just investors that invest with us and what they feel about the stock. So I love this indicator. I think it's great. TradingView might want to buy it off me one day. Call the Lucas Archie. Sell it for millions of dollars. Can you imagine? Anyway, there you go. Mobix Labs. It will be a members only. If you want to become a member, I'll put the link below in the chat as well. It's only a couple of bucks to be a member. We think that's extremely good value, considering I give many, many more things on top of that. But this is going to be one of those special events that will be members only. And the reason for that is, if I was doing it publicly, people would often accuse me of trying to pump and dump the stock. I'm actually turning away an audience to provide my members the best opportunity and the best value. So it's not about that at all. It's about you, the viewers. However, it will be available later afterwards. So there you go. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. And over here, you'll find the event. And down here, you will find the playlist for Mobix. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, okay, we've got 3 minutes to go before it's Friday phone-in. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. There's one thing I want to do just before, and this will lead into our call today, or be part of our discussion, I'm sure. And this is this. Let me share with you. You'll find this really interesting. Okay, you're going to find this really, I think, really interesting. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Bitcoin, then we got the interview, then BTC. Okay. Bitcoin crash coming? Don't take my word for it. Take the investors' word for it. Look at this. We call this the Lucas Archie trading indicator. It's unmanipulated, unsponsored, unpaid for, uncorrupted, not on Reddit, in Reddit rooms of idiots sat on the toilet, not in stock twits promoted by ads, not on YouTube with those just trying to sell their own videos, but off air during our community channel on YouTube, linked to Google, ranks on Google. And we asked the question, will the day come when Bitcoin will go vroom, mass sell-off? 62% of you say yes, the day will come, beware. 25% say no, it'll go up forever. Yay, go on forever. 13% undecided. Now, that should scare the living pants out of you. It does me. Well, it doesn't really, because I bought it at 15, sold it at 70. I'll never buy it again. Not interested, because the majority of Bitcoin is owned by a handful of people, handful of institutions, and already most large investors have more money than they will ever need for the rest of their lives to spend and do what the hell they want with. So why would they sit around forever and ever and ever waiting for someone to pull the plug? I don't see the point. When you've got an asset which is so massively overbought, and you might argue it's not overbought when you look at the amount that it could replace all money. It can't replace all money because it can't be used in the same way. It's getting more expensive by the moment, and Michael Saylor said that himself. It's getting slower to send the money. Michael Saylor has also said that himself. So what's the point in owning it forever? Well, the real investors, not trying to sell videos, not sticking it on StockWits, say overwhelmingly 62%, the day will come when vroom, it'll all go down. And then when it goes down, who the hell would buy it back again? Imagine if it goes to 100,000 or $1 million, and suddenly $1 million turns into 10,000. Imagine the moment that happens, and those that bought it for $1 million never, ever being able to get back to that price. Because remember, when it sells, someone has to be buying it. And if somebody bought it back in again from $1 million, down to 20,000, say, and they bought it back up again, that only is of only any value or use if they can sell it to you again. Would you buy it for $1 million, knowing last time it went back down to 20%, 20,000 or whatever, it dropped 99%? Would you do that? I wouldn't do it. No, absolutely not. Would be absolutely insane. So let me know your thoughts. Is Bitcoin one day going to have an almighty crash? I think it's inevitable. Why would it be held forever? What sense would that make? Because remember, you've got no money until you sell it. You've just got a number on a screen. And at some point, everyone's going to go, sell. I'm done. Don't believe me? The investors think so. They're the ones voting on it. If you'd like to vote on our poll, have your say, be part of it. It's inside our YouTube community, so it's as reliable as you get. It's called the Lucas Archie Financial Indicator. It's proving very accurate for all our stocks. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put my Bitcoin playlist, and down here, I shall put the Lucas Archie, the indicator, the community. Vote on it. Have your say. Leave a comment. You'll see your comments trending on Google because it does now rank on Google. Very exciting. Take care of yourselves and each other. All righty. I'm glad I'm not chasing Coca-Cola. Look at that. All right, it's time to bring in our guests for the week. It's the Friday phone-in. You can be live on the show. Have your say. We're getting ready for the weekend. We've got Zach Zate calling in as well. Lovely stuff. So, without further ado, let's get straight to it. He's been waiting patiently in the interview room for about 20 minutes. We love him. Of course, we're talking about Fight Channel, our Barbie doll. I can't wait to introduce you to Zach Zate. He's got a great hoodie on. In the meantime, I love the way he straightens it up like that. He always does it like that. Gets it straight like that. Anyway, I saw that. You didn't see it, and that's for me. Right, okay, here we go. Fight Channel, welcome to the show. How are you?
A little teed off right now because on what you said about Bitcoin. It's not going to go boom. It don't go boom. It does not.
No.
Look at the last time high, last bull run, November 2022. You get to 69. How long did it take to come back down to 15,000?
Okay.
How long? Do you know?
No.
I do.
Tell me.
1 year later.
Okay.
Then what people do when it hit down 15K?
Okay.
People buy it in. Okay. What it's doing now? It's running up.
Okay.
It's an endless cycle. It's a 4-year cycle.
Endless cycle. So this is what worries me. Can you not see? I can appreciate what you're saying. You've got full belief in it. But can you not see what I'm saying? Knowing the way human beings work since the beginning of time, we're greedy animals. At what point is it too much money? At what point? Are you telling me honestly it can run forever? There's no limit to it. Imagine 20 years from now, we're at a gazillion. Make up a number. And people just sit on it. Imagine your average Joe. You're not an institution. Your average Joe. You work hard. You've got a regular job. Your minimum wage. Your paycheck to paycheck. You put some money on Bitcoin. You've now got $1 million. It's gone up that much. And you say, I'm not selling it. and that's going to give you the great life. You pay off your mortgage. You're happy. And you don't do anything. You never sell it. What was the point of buying it?
It's a store of value, just like gold. It's a store of value.
Well, what's the point of the value if you never sell it, though?
You do sell. You sell the profit and keep your seed money in it, and when it drops back down, you buy more. Who had been trading?
I'll let you answer that, but let me put it to you this way. I understand what you're saying, right? You take a profit, you buy it back again. But imagine it gets higher and higher and higher and higher, right? It's now million. It's now 10 million. Would you buy it for $10 million? It could drop $10 million. Imagine, just think of that. When we buy Coca-Cola, when we buy other businesses,
Coca-Cola get up that high? Nope.
No,
How
but it's
long?
based
How long has
upon.
gold been around trading?
No, but it's
100
based
years?
upon. Yeah, but it's based upon ever
How long
increasing
Bitcoin been
profits
around?
and growth.
Then it's 29.
What's the value based on though? Fight. What's the if it's now $100 million for a coin? What's the value?
Connected to? What is Bitcoin connected to? What index? The dollar index. When dollar go up, Bitcoin go down. Dollar go down, Bitcoin go up.
It's not connected to the dollar. How is it connected to the dollar?
Yes, it is.
It's unregulated.
It is.
Go look it up. How is it connected to the dollar? Tell me.
Is it? Dollar runs up. Then when it goes down, the Bitcoin will go up.
You're talking about the popularity of it. People do that, but it's not connected like an index. It's not. Explain to me how it's connected.
It is. Go do your research. Everybody needs to do their own research. I mean, you're going to talk about Bitcoin like you have been and not putting out the true facts. And I've done my research, and I believe in Bitcoin. Well, if
you've done your research, tell me how it's connected to the dollar. What Bitcoin? What infrastructure is set up? There is none.
What's the market cap of Bitcoin?
Huh?
What's the market cap of Bitcoin?
What's the market cap of Bitcoin? Let's have a look.
1.78 trillion.
Okay. All right.
Eighth largest asset.
Okay.
It could be the number one asset taking over gold by 2030.
Okay. That's because everyone's bought it, not because it does anything.
Oh, nobody's bought it. We still got plenty of years for mining left. There's plenty of years of mining left. There's 140 years worth of mining left on Bitcoin.
No, I get that. But the market cap is just because that's like Donald Trump stock. It had no value in it, but it went up. What does it matter? What does it matter if it's a billion? The market cap is a trillion. It just means people bought it. It doesn't mean it's worth anything.
Why is the U.S. government going to put treasury money into Bitcoin to get out of debt?
How do you know they're going to do that? Donald Trump said he's going to do that. Has he done it yet? Has he used government money to buy Bitcoin?
Have you read the project plan of 2025?
Okay. I haven't. Tell me.
That's part of it. Tariffs, another part.
Okay. So you think the government are going to buy Bitcoin? Donald Trump's going to buy Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet.
What banking institutions getting into now?
Would you like the government to own Bitcoin?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. They own gold.
Yeah, they do.
But what is a fiat backed by? Nothing since 1971.
Correct. I agree with you. I agree with you.
I mean, yeah, it's nothing.
I agree with you. But I'm asking you what the mechanical infrastructure is linking the dollar to the Bitcoin. You said you researched it, but yet you can't tell me what it is. What is it? I don't know of any mechanical infrastructure. Just people buying it when it goes up and when it goes down. That's just a personal human thing.
It's linked to the dollar. Dollar goes up like dollar goes to $2.
The only asset I'm aware of that's linked directly, actually linked to it, is USD. The USD coin.
USD don't do nothing to it.
That's $1, one coin. It's $1,
USD
$1.
is a stable coin.
Correct. Stable coin. That is directly linked. It tracks it perfectly. That's why $1 is $1 USD.
But US dollar
Bitcoin is going up way faster than the dollar is. I mean, it's just going nuts.
Yeah, it's supposed to go nuts. We're getting ready to get into 2025 in the crazy bull run that was.
This is going to be a great interview today. I'm loving it already. Fight Channel. Love this. Stay on the line. Let's bring everybody else in. Wow, we're going to have a really good debate today. We've got Sensei. Welcome to you, Sensei. How are you this morning?
Happy Friday, Martin. Happy Friday, Fight Channel.
Look at it. The mug, the hoodie. I'm loving it. We got a heated debate here today. Fight Channel's not happy with me. He doesn't agree. He thinks Bitcoin's just going to trim off, then go back up again, and trim off and go back up again, pretty much forever. Do you agree?
I do agree that the government does have a plan with the Bitcoin to cover the fee, the bills. They want since Reagan, we are in bill. and we want to cover that bill. We want to be positive. We want to bring the government to a positive, and there is a connection between the dollar and the Bitcoin. I'm not going to bring any government conspiracies, but definitely once the government interact with the Bitcoin, they will do their move and sell to cover the bill. Yeah.
So you think that the government are going to buy Bitcoin, make tons of money, and then pay off the US debt?
I
That
think the
seems a
government
very
already
dangerous
bought.
thing to do. Huh?
They already bought Bitcoin.
The government have.
You don't. Yeah. Every
When
time
you
you say
say the
they'll buy
government,
Bitcoin,
who do you
meaning.
mean? Who's the government? Who's actually buying Bitcoin from the government? I'd like to know.
So from the day of election, you had a conversation with the Fight Channel, and I asked Tesla to 300, Bitcoin to a new record, because both of them were attached with the election. Both of them, people knew they're going to pump when the election because Trump and Musk have their hands in January in the government. Now, if we go 5 years back when Trump was there, that's where the coins. I'm not going to talk just of the Bitcoin because there's a lot of coins. So all the coins starts that time. So we are back into the same time when the Bitcoin and all the coins started to pump up.
Yeah, you're talking about the popularity of the coin. You're not talking about the actual link. I want to know when Fight Channel is saying the government are going to buy it. Who's the government? The Federal Reserve is the Bank of America, if you like. They're not buying Bitcoin. There's no even conversation about any crypto at the moment. Whenever Chair Powell is interviewed and talked about it, he said, we're looking at it, but there's no plan to have a USD coin. The government aren't literally buying Bitcoin. I want to see. I don't see where it's happening.
That is correct. All I'm saying, the attached to the coins when Trump was in his first government cadence, it was attached also to the coins. So now when it will be back and the coins pump from the 15,000 to where we're at it now, around the 90. So yes, there was attached with the government when Trump was there with the coins. And now when Trump will be back into the government, I will see again connection with the coins. That's all I'm trying to explain with the Fight Channel. And
Okay.
I'm not saying they're buying it, but every time Elon Musk talk, he does talk about the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And he's involved with that.
But he doesn't like Bitcoin. He prefers Dogecoin. He thinks it's funny. He's even said it's a joke. It's not even meant to be serious. He likes playing with people. He's even said it's a joke, and I'm enjoying playing with it.
And I'm saying any coins, Pepe, Kaka, Pupu, whatever you call it.
We had Christopher Shaw. I think we just lost Christopher Shaw. Come back again, Christopher. I'm going to go just back to Fight Channel. Just stand by on the phone, Sensei. First of all, any reaction to what Sensei just said, and also what's your comment to the notion that Elon Musk has said, Dogecoin is supposed to be a joke. It is fun. Do you want governments? Do you want billionaires, trillionaires playing games with our money?
Well, Dogecoin he's been playing with Dogecoin for years. I mean, he backed Dogecoin big time. I mean, yeah. I mean, and like you said, who gonna buy the Bitcoin? The Federal Reserve is $4 billion worth of it.
Where is the evidence that the Federal Reserve is going to buy Bitcoin?
Came out of Donald Trump's mouth himself.
You do know that Donald Trump cannot fire Chair Powell legally. He can't. Chair Powell is not going to resign. And he can't tell Jerome Powell to go and buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. He can't do that. Donald Trump can say anything. He said people were eating dogs and cats a minute ago.
Or he has the bill to get it done.
I don't know. I'm not a politician, but I doubt he can make an executive order going, Federal Reserve, buy all the Bitcoin in the world. I mean, what sort of government do we live in if they could? I mean, that'd be crazy. I'd rather live in Russia.
Why not invest in Bitcoin?
Eh?
Why not invest in Bitcoin to get out of debt? Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy put it out there at his last conference meeting this summer that the government should do it to get us out of debt, half of the debt out in 20 years.
Well, I mean, just I know it sounds great.
MicroStrategy is so popular right now.
No, I get it, but it sounds great. But think about that for a minute. I get what you're saying. Buy Bitcoin, government, make a load of money, get out of debt. Sounds great, doesn't it? It sounds great. But you're asking the government to buy Bitcoin to gamble like everybody else to get out of debt. Who's going to buy it from them? You're always relying on someone else buying it from you. It's like that. This is what a Ponzi scheme is. I'm not saying this is a Ponzi scheme, but this is what a Ponzi scheme does. You need someone else to buy it from you, otherwise it doesn't work. You really think the government should buy Bitcoin to sell it to somebody else? Who's going to buy it off the government?
They're going to run up and they can sell it.
Do you know how risky that is? Running a government and a country like this. It's terrifying. Isn't anybody bothered about this?
Did Germany have Bitcoin at one time before they sold this summer? Yes.
Okay.
They had Bitcoin.
I don't know. I can't comment.
They did.
Okay. Yeah. They bought Bitcoin. The government bought Bitcoin. Yeah. And it sold it for a profit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What do a government do when they seize Bitcoin from people that don't illegally got it? They sell it and make money off of our U.S. government.
They don't always sell it. Very often they can't. There was a big seizure of some Bitcoin. They took the servers. They knew there was fraudulent activity going on, but they didn't have the seed phrases. They couldn't get into the accounts. It's just locked up. No one's selling it. No one's buying it. It's just stuck there on a computer. It's been seized. So it stops Bitcoin falling because that can't be sold. But they didn't just get into the code and hack it in and get the money out. That didn't happen.
How you know they didn't sell it?
Well, that was reported in all the legal journals. Just because it was reported in all the legal journals. Now, if we're assuming that everyone's lying, we make any story we want.
You've got one way to go, then they go the other way, not telling you.
That could be true. Yeah, fair enough. They could be lying.
Just like our financial institutionals getting ready to get changed. Why can't we trade Bitcoin 365 a year, 24/7, and we can't do that on the stock market? Why can't they do it on the stock market? It's all electronic anyways. Why not?
What can't we do? We can trade Bitcoin 24 hours a day. What do you mean?
Why can't we do that on the stock market?
Oh, for stocks. Oh, yeah, I see.
Why? Why not?
I don't know.
And our financial institutions all messed up. It's time to redo everything. Have they been running for over 100 years?
Does it matter? We can't trade stocks 24 hours a day. We could do it 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Is that not enough? I mean, it's nothing.
Okay, you do it for a whole year. Make more money.
Just because you can trade doesn't mean you should trade. Doesn't mean you're going to make money 3 o'clock in the morning, does it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because the world is 24 hours in the world.
Yes, the world is 24 hours. You're right. But options trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Futures were
closed on Labor Day. So was the bond market.
Okay. Let's bring in, this is a great conversation. I'm loving this. Let's bring in Christopher Shaw, having a big debate here today, Christopher. Look at this. Fight Channel, very passionate about Bitcoin. Didn't like me saying it's going to go vroom. Well, I'm just looking at what people are voting on. A lot of people are saying one day the day will come. He's gone forever.
I'm not trying to agree with you, Martin, but I agree with you.
You agree with me? Well, we lost your signal then for a minute. Just try and dial back in again.
I can't.
Talk to me.
Sorry, can you hear me all right?
Yep, I've got you now.
You hear me okay?
Yep.
Sorry, mate. I can't pretend to know as much about you three on Bitcoin, but I think it's a Ponzi scheme. Let me pull over. But yeah, I think it's the ultimate Trump trade.
Yeah, it was fueled by the Trump trade, no
Better
question
now.
about
So
it.
yeah, for me, it's just but Tesla at least it's got fundamentals. It's got a future, but I just don't see how Bitcoin can sort of fit into the government and society. I just don't think it's possible really because of the nature of it being deregulated and
Yeah.
how it can be incorporated.
Yes. No.
For everyone.
I'm just going to go back to Zachzay. If you're able to get in a better signal zone, that would be better. We keep losing you. I will try and bring you back in a second. I'll come back to you in a moment if you're able to. Zachzay, what's your thoughts of what Fight Channel just said, and what Christopher said? He says, "Yeah, I can see it all of a sudden going vroom down." What do you think?
I think the casino open 24 hours, just like the Bitcoin. You can always step in, and the dramatic of going up and down, it's more like to gamble and be a trader. There is no news, there is nothing to grab on. But when somebody, again, talk from the government inside, and I'm going back to 4 years ago, I remember one morning, and Trump talked about Kodak. And Kodak, 30, 40, 50% up straightforward, because just he mentioned that. So I think I know there is a connection between Musk and Trump to the Bitcoin, and it showed. Tesla, it was absolutely, Christopher was absolutely right. Tesla is a fundamental. I saw last week more, and listen carefully, semi in California than ever. I've seen like 12 semis in work, carrying and driving, and you can't ignore it's a different truck. The semi is a different truck.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, but to leave the market is to open your eyes and to see what is out there. So I see the semis, which weren't on the earning. We see the Cybertruck that wasn't on the earning.
Well,
and then you see the top, and you know why.
Yeah, let's come. We'll talk about Tesla in a minute. We'll talk about the tax cut that Trump's got rid of the moment that he won the election. We'll talk about that in a second. See what you think about that. But I just want to ask you, and I'm going to come back to Christopher. I think Christopher's just getting in the position where he can call in again. Fight Channel is going to come back to me as well. I can see Fight Channel's getting really excited in the chat. I want to come back to him. What do you think about the government buying it to pay off our debt? The US debt. Do you like that idea? Would you vote for that? If the government said, we're going to buy $1 gazillion of Bitcoin, it's going to grow and make a fortune so we can pay off our debt. Do you agree? Would you vote for that?
I would agree to cover the debt. I will agree to do that step, whatever it takes to come and cover the debt.
No, yeah,
if
but
there is money from the
we all agree we got to pay the debt off. I'm on about, would you agree? Would you vote for the government buying all the Bitcoin it can to make it, billions of dollars of it, get the government, get the country even in more debt, and risk it all on the roulette wheel of Bitcoin to pay off the debt? Would you vote on that?
Better than they take it from me on my taxes.
We're going to turn America into the biggest roulette wheel in history. Let me go back to Zach at Fight Channel. He would do it. He's with you.
I mean, it's only $4 billion.
What's $4 billion to buy all the Bitcoin right now?
You only use $4 billion to buy Bitcoin. That's all. He's not going to put all our reserve in there.
What's $4 billion going to do? We owned, was it one? What's the debt now? Many trillions. I forget what it is now.
Every 3 days go up a trillion. We're at 36, I believe, $1 trillion.
Well, how are you going to make $33 trillion out of, what did you say, 400 billion? How does that work out then?
In 20 years, they could pay off half our debt.
In 20 years? In 20 years, you're saying?
Yeah, pay off half our debt. He bought $4 billion worth of Bitcoin.
See, if I was the president, I'd be saying, we're not going to spend 400 billion on Bitcoin and gamble our future. We're just going to stop wasting money on some stuff that we already do. Save money straight away. We ain't got to risk anything. That's what I would do.
How How long have they been saying that? It don't work.
No,
don't
no
work.
one's doing it. That's why. No one's doing
Don't
it.
work.
We're spending money all the time.
It don't work.
It doesn't work because no one's doing it.
Right. It's going to be the same way because people got their own ideas of what they want to do when they get in the government.
So basically, people are greedy. They don't do the right thing. So we answer that with Bitcoin. This, to me, and I love my history. Look at all the great empires that were once running the world that all collapsed. Ugh. Is this, I mean, I know America's not an empire, but is this the next bloody collapse? They all ended up doing this. They took a big risk at the end and then boom, zero. We got Sensei on the phone as well. This will be interesting. Wow. Wow. Let's see what's... Wait
a minute. How can Trump take away that rebate of $70,000 if he's not even in office yet?
Well, he can't right now. He said he's going to. The moment he gets in, I thought it was funny because Elon Musk, my new best mate, he gets me voted in. And then I went, let's get rid of the $7,500 EV incentive. I thought Elon Musk must have thought, really? That's not going to help Tesla, is it? Down went Tesla. Unbelievable. This is going to be this is a great debate. Let me host, stay where you are. We've got everyone calling in now. This is going to be great. We got our crypto man. This is a very heated debate today, Sensei. We lovely to have you on the show. Great to have you here. I've not had you on the live show for ages. It's lovely to share the stage with you. I haven't done this for a very long time. We've got people here. We got Fight Channel, extremely passionate this morning, not happy with our poll. Lucas Archie, the new trading indicator to beat the Fibonacci. We've got it. 60-odd% of people saying the day will come, woof, and it will sell. Fight Channel says, no, that's never going to happen. People are going to buy it and own it forever. What do you think, mate?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. I apologize for this terrible setup. This is not normally what you'd expect. I just saw you on YouTube. I saw you talking about Bitcoin, and I had to just get on any way I could.
I bet you did.
No, I'm fully on board with the Bitcoin train. I boarded the train a long while ago, and I fully believe in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't get into it, and I wouldn't say Bitcoin is probably one of the best assets ever existed. It's certainly the best performing asset that's ever been brought out. It's the best performing asset of the year. It's the best performing asset of the last 5 years. It's the best performing asset of the last 15 years. And I think it would be wrong for governments, for banks, for institutions, for individuals not to consider that as part of their portfolio. I think it's more risky not to be part of it because the amount you can lose by not being part of it is and what I mean by that is if you're not invested in it, then you've got a lot to lose, because when Bitcoin makes its gains, you're not making those gains, and others are, and others will be taking advantage of it, and you won't be. And that applies to governments. I don't think anyone's saying that they should put all their money into Bitcoin on an individual basis or a government basis. I don't think the US government, the incoming one, is saying let's sell all our gold reserves and change it to Bitcoin. I think they're saying this is an asset that's very well performing. There's limited risks in terms of the security of it. It could be the future. It could be a national reserve currency, and it'll be silly. We don't want to look back on this in 5-10 years time and say we've missed the boat or we weren't part of it. They don't want to look, just like I don't want to say to my kids in 10 years, 20 years time when they start asking me about cryptocurrency and say, how stupid were you? Why didn't you not buy any? I don't think they want to leave a government and be the ones that were known for not investing.
I'm going to.
So I think it's a good idea. I think just having a little bit. I'm not saying they should get rid of their gold reserves. I'm saying this should be in addition to their gold reserves. Slowly accumulate.
I don't want to jump in and pause you. I want you to carry on. But what I want to do is we've got some very excited guests here who are jumping up and down. I can see them on their cameras to your reactions. So what I want to do is I want to do this. So stand by. I want to bring everybody into a multi-show. So we've got Zach, we got Sensei down there. Let me put Sensei. Let me bring everybody in. Let me find some spots for you. Let's put Fight Channel up there, who's literally dancing on the screen. He's very excited. We'll put guest number 8 up there, Zach's 8. We've got look at this. We've got some real passion today. This is a hot topic, and let's move now, Zach, to guest number 2. Let's bring everybody in. This is great. Right, everybody is now live. Everybody's on the screen. We're all talking together. Everyone's lines are open, so please monitor your audio yourself now for a moment. I saw you, Fight Channel. You were jumping up. If we got more guests, we can have 10 guests on the show at once. Fight Channel, I saw you dancing, jumping up and down to what Sensei was saying.
Yeah, it should be added to it, not sell to go like Sensei say. It should be added. I mean, what happened? You missed out. Like me, I only got $1,000 in Bitcoin. I'm happy with that. I got 7 cryptos, all got $1,000. I know when I'm going to sell, how to sell it, then wait for it to come back down in the bear market. Leave my seed money in there and do it over again.
So that's your plan. Keep taking profit, keep buying it back, keep taking profit, keep paying it, buying it back. Christopher Shaw, we've got you back on the phone. Christopher was with me. We got somebody else. We got Mike as well. This is getting a really busy show today. Guest number 5. This is going to be great. I'm going to put this out as its own video later. This is going to be a passionate crypto day. Whoa, Sensei's going to love this because it will point to. This will point to your show on Sunday. This is great. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Can we get one more person to phone in? Because this is going to be a big Bitcoin video I'm going to put out later. If we can get one more person for guest number 6, we could fill this up, or at least make it look good on the screen. If not, don't worry. But what I want to do is Sensei.
Martyn, I thought you won't be with us this morning.
Hey?
I thought you won't be with us this morning. I saw YouTuber fighting Tyson. So I thought you're going to exit, but then I remember you said you're not a YouTuber.
Very good. Has everybody got time for the next 10 minutes? We all got, Sensei, you got 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Just want to make sure. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is, everyone stay right where you are. Let me bring this in. Let's make a Bitcoin special, okay? And if we can get some of that heat we had back from earlier, if I have to edit it, I will, because what was said between me and Fight earlier was quite dramatic. So I loved all that. Right, so I will edit all that as well. So let me just get back to this. This will be a good one. Here we go. Stand by. Bitcoin live debate, passion from investors. Some saying they love it. Some saying they wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Some saying the dollar is directly connected to Bitcoin. Let's challenge that one. Some are saying that the government should get out of debt. The US government should get out of debt by buying Bitcoin, take profit. That's right. The US government buy Bitcoin to get out of debt. Do you agree? We've got our crypto expert in the channel. We've got people who love it, people who hate it. This is going to be a great debate this morning. So here we've got Christopher Shaw, who's our Royal Mail postman. Give us a wave. We've got Zach Zate. We've got Zach Zate up there who loves space. He's got his Virgin Galactic Martyn Lucas to $100 Virgin Galactic. We've got Mike all the way from the northern parts of America. Mike's not so much of a fan on Bitcoin. I'll give you a thing, but bearing in mind, Mike likes to live with his iPhone upside down, so his brokerage is always going the opposite way to everybody else. Right at the top there, we've got Fight Channel, also known for his Barbie videos. That's another thing. I'll give you a link later on. And down in the bottom, my star guest here today, who's my partner on the show, who does our Sunday show, my good mate, Sensei Crypto, and I'm sure you want to see him on Sunday to get all of the inside information on Bitcoin. But right now, we're talking about Bitcoin. It started this morning because I shared this poll. We like to call this the Lucas Archie. It's better than the Fibonacci, right? It's more reliable so far. We ran a poll saying, will the day come when Bitcoin will go vroom, all the way back down, $1 million to $10, something like that? And 62% of you said yes. Remember, this is not on Reddit. This is not sponsored or paid or hyped to sell videos. This isn't done by people trying to short or talk nonsense to inflate their own egos. This is what people who buy it say. 62% say, yeah, the day will come when vroom, it will go down the toilet. But some of my guests here don't think so. They think it's all about buying it, selling it forever. It'll go on forever. Well, enough from me. Let's hear from my guests. Let's start with Mike. What do you think about Bitcoin?
I'm tired of it.
You're tired of it. You're sick of it. Should the government buy it and gamble on it and try to get the country out of debt? What do you reckon on that plan?
Here's the thing: if the government buys it, at what price do they buy and what price do they sell? They don't know any more than what we do.
Okay, good, quick answer. I like it. Zach say, should the government buy it to get us out of debt, as opposed to just trying to save some money and stop spending so much? What do you reckon? Should they buy it?
Yes, coins are very strong. They've been for a while and they will stay for a long future. Involved with the government too, I believe so.
Okay, our Royal Mail postman from England, if you could vote on it and you could decide today what the Prime Minister of England would do, as opposed to Donald Trump in the United States, would you say, yeah, take my money, buy some Bitcoin with it and get me out of debt? Or would you say, stop wasting so much money and do it that way, or grow the economy the old-fashioned way? What would you do? Give me your answer.
I wish to have no association with the current Prime Minister, but if I was the current Prime Minister, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I just think this administration is going to define whether it goes up or down in a very volatile way. I don't think it's going to have a long future.
Okay.
In the way that they're hoping.
Thank you. Fight Channel. I know we discussed this earlier. What would you do? What would you tell the President of the United States?
Yeah, go ahead and put it as an asset like they do gold. I mean, we gotta have something to back the dollar. That's all to it. Dollar ain't worth a diddly squat. And the dollar, as we know it today, will not be around. They won't be printing dollar bills. It's gonna be all digital coming maybe 5-10 years from now. Who knows?
Okay. Fight Sensei Crypto. What would you say to the president if you could advise him today? Bit like Elon Musk is giving advice now. What would you say?
Elon Musk seems to be the advisor to the president now. I would if there was a bill and I was an American citizen, I would vote for it. I would be for it. As Fight Channel just mentioned, CBDCs are going to be here and they're going to stay. So let's choose the better currency that's not controlled by the government, that can't just restrict you from saying, oh, today you can't buy meat or tomorrow you can't pay for petrol. We need a fully decentralized, not centralized currency, and I think Bitcoin's much better than what they are proposing.
Okay, that's what you do. Let me put this to you then. This is my experience, and it's only my own meandering thoughts, as Baz Luhrmann would say. Always use sunscreen. These are my own meandering thoughts of my own experiences. People are generally good. Few people are bad, but generally good. But most people, pretty much everyone, is selfish. They can't help it. Why do you love someone? Why am I married to Leah? It's good for me. I get a great woman. I love it. I'm selfish, right? Yes, I love her back in return, but essentially we do what makes us feel good. We do what's good for us. Can't help it. We're human beings. So everyone's buying Bitcoin now. And I put this to you. Average Joe. Let's use our postman as an example. I don't mean average Joe, but there he is, bottom corner. He works for the Royal Mail. Hard-working guy. He's got a wife, a partner. She's working too. They've got two good jobs, but they're not millionaires. They're hard-working, good old citizens, United Kingdom, working for the Royal Mail. God bless him too. Love it. All right? He's doing a job, trying to save for the future. He's working hard. He's putting his money away. He's got some money. He buys Bitcoin. He gets lucky. He puts a lot of money in. He bought Bitcoin when it was $1. Some people did, some for less. Now he's got $1 million. Maybe he's got $10 million. He's richer than he's ever been in his entire life. He can live. He can pay his mortgage off. He can live on the beach. He can have the best life ever. He's done. What else does he need? He's not trying to buy a country. He's not trying to infiltrate a war. He just wants to live a happy life with no debts, live on the beach with his partner, and be financially free. He's got all that money there right now. He could sell it, pay his taxes, and live a wonderful life. Okay? There are millions of people right there, right now. There are institutions right there, right now. There is Michael Saylor right there, right now, with more money than they'll ever need. Of course, institutions are different. It's other people's money. They have bills to pay. But our postman down in the bottom there, our Christopher Shaw, he's just got the money for himself. He goes, what am I waiting for? I'm already richer than I ever need to be. Let me sell it. I'm done. Okay? What point does everyone go, I'm done? When people say to me, and you can all come back and argue, it's digital gold, it goes up forever, it's a store of value. It's a store of nothing until you sell it. What? It's just a number on a screen. Go up and up. I've got a trillion, bazillion, badillion, badillion now. What does that mean if you can't pay the mortgage? Nothing. So you sell it, it goes down. Vroom. Now imagine, and I'm going to give you all the chance to reply back. It's gone up and up and up. It's now $1 million. It's getting there. It's 100 grand nearly already, right? People have bought it. They've made all this money. Vroom. It goes down. A handful of people own nearly all of it. So Michael, yeah, vroom, just like that. So Michael Saylor or BlackRock sell it. It goes vroom down. Now it doesn't go down from 15,000 to 7,000. Oh, I've only lost 7,000. Oh, I'm okay with that. It's gone down $1 million now. Someone who owns one coin has just lost $1 million, and it goes vroom all the way down. If you buy it back, right? If they buy it back when they sell it, they buy it back. It pumps back up again. Would you then pay it for $1 million, knowing 5 minutes ago it went all the way down to near nothing? I bloody wouldn't. I'd be scared to death. How do you sleep at night knowing you've got an asset worth millions and millions and millions, right? And at any point during the night when you're sleeping, someone sells it, vroom, all the way down, and you've got nothing. You haven't lost 7 grand, 15 to 7. You've lost $1 million. And more importantly, you've lost a lifestyle that could have given you everything that you ever need forever. What does it matter what's on the screen or not? Right. Tell me your thoughts on that. Let's start with our postman, as I used him for an example. What would you do and how would you feel? And do you think that's likely to happen?
I don't think it's going to $1 million, no. But yeah, I would sell as soon as I can, really. I only need 50,000 a year to live on. So the 4% rule, if it got to $1 million, would do for me. But I don't think I would, if I bought it, I don't think I would have the stomach to get up to the $1 million, mate. I just wouldn't be able to ride with the ebbs and flows of it. So count me out.
Count you out. Sensei, what would you do? Answer all those questions. Would you hold it? Would you sell it? Could you sleep at night? What would you do?
I found my bust up levels at Litecoin. So Litecoin, every time it goes above the 100, I got it. I sold it 112, 116. Litecoin got back down to 65. Once it got lower than 100, I think my first purchase was 98. Just in a will, maybe it's 200. So I said, I'm going to keep under the 100. I made my money, I sold. Let's start pick it up. So if you find the bus stop levels for each coin, Litecoin is very good for me because I picked it at 65 and now it's, I think, hitting 80. And I have no doubt that it will get to the bus stop of the 100. Bitcoin is the mega bus. It drives, it takes everything, it just go fast and is on the highway. So that's how I'm experienced with the coins based on Litecoin.
Mike, what would you do? Thank you, Zach. You've made $1 million now, the richest man in the world. You've got all you need. Hold it forever? Sell it? Can you sleep at night?
Hell no, I'd sell it.
You're out. You're done.
Absolutely. Why hold on? If you can make a profit, that much profit on something, why not sell it? Watch it go down, buy it back if you have to.
Oh, you'd buy it back. There you go. You've joined.
No,
I love it, Mike.
I wouldn't.
There
I
we
wouldn't
go,
buy
Mike.
Here it comes. There's a crack foreman in the army.
Oh, no. No, seriously, I wouldn't buy the damn stuff anyway. But
you did say you'd buy it back. You just said it. It's on record now.
If I was into it and had $1 million profit, just like a stock, I mean, if I have a good bit of profit in a stock, I'd sell off the profit, let it.
What the heck happened there? Hang on a minute. Oops. We lost.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I'm amazed it's come back. We lost. You'll find this interesting, Sensei. I'm sorry about all of that. Sensei, Ecamm Live completely crashed.
Oh God.
It completely closed on me.
I thought it was me.
It completely closed on me, and it's come back.
We're still live.
I'm still live.
I ruined the show again.
Yeah, it's always Mike. It's always Mike. I think he sends me a virus.
Okay. There we go.
It's he probably caught a virus from the snake. If we can get everybody back in on the phone line, this would be great. We got Sensei, we got everybody. I just want Chris, and then we've got everybody back. Plus we got MSK. Yeah, that's amazing, Sensei. Literally, the entire system crashed. I reopened it, and it allowed me to restream. So I'm amazed that worked. That's pretty good. Very impressive.
We just got to the part where Mike was endorsing crypto.
I know. Right. Okay, we're back on air. We're back on air. Fantastic. Let's pick this up. I'll edit this, and let's pick it up where we left off. So, Mike, what you're saying is you're endorsing crypto.
No, hell no. I'm just saying if I had...
Do you own any crypto, Mike? Be honest.
Yeah, I do. I own, 14 shares. And
right,
I'm up
now,
$2.
Mike, I'm sorry, I can't continue talking to you because, we need people who got conviction, who not flipping and flopping. I might as well meet Kevin on the show. Backwards and forwards, change your mind. 1 minute you want it, then minute you don't. Everybody else either loves it or hates it. You're just going with the flag. You're just going with whoever's popular.
He loves it.
I hate it. It's a roulette wheel is what it is. Just like you said.
It's a roulette wheel. It's a roulette wheel, but I'll buy it if I want to.
I'd be better off to take the damn money and put it in a slot machine over here in the casino.
Yeah, but
better off.
I'll be better off, but I still own I still own crypto. So basically what I'm saying is worthless.
How much is it worth, Mike, what you've got?
What's that?
How much is it worth, your shares?
About 20 quid.
No, I have 14 shares. I don't know. I bought it. I don't know. It was bought a long. I don't like it.
Michael Saylor.
Okay.
How much do you have in Bitcoin? Don't know. Well, just give me a guess. Don't know. Don't look very often. How can you not know, Mike? This is where you're going wrong.
I have 14 shares
of what?
And I think the average was about, I don't know. It was bought so long ago. I don't know.
14 shares of what?
Was it XRP, Mike?
Yeah, XRP crap. Yeah.
I think Mike bought it at 30 cents, but he's only got 12. But then it's now at around 80 cents. So it's probably one of your best performing assets you've had for a while. Would you not say? 80%, 100. No, it's over. It's 150% up. Is that not better than most stocks?
I hate the stuff. I hate it.
I would hate that. I would hate being 100% up. You're right. It's the worst thing you've possibly bought.
Oh God.
Yeah, I would hate that. If I was you, I'd buy back Tilray, which has gone down even more today. I'd do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Mike doesn't like assets that make him money. He hates them. It's the ones that don't he loves. I know. I understand, Mike. Yeah.
It's okay.
I think we should stop picking on Mike.
Can I just?
Can I ask you a question though, Martyn?
Hang on, before you give me a question, can I just say, Christopher Shaw and MSK, welcome to the show, MSK. Isn't it true, lads? Because I'm asking the English boys, right? The Americans. Oh, Sensei, of course, as well. Right, three of us. I forgot. Don't know. I was thinking Sensei was American for some reason. All right, don't know why I was thinking that. Right, because he knows so much, he thinks he's American. Anyway, the three of us. So Sensei, Chris, and MSK, English lads. Isn't it true? The more we love our friends, the more we give them a hard time. Isn't that right? It's an English.
Yeah.
It's an English thing. If it wasn't for YouTube, I'd be using all sorts of names to describe Mike, but I'd be shut down. But it's what we do to our friends. Americans go, well, that's a bit rude. Why would you be so rude to me? It's what we do to our mates that we love the most. If we don't like you, we're really polite to you because we don't give a damn. Right. MSK's just joined us. We've got to let him come in here. But just before I let MSK in, I can see Fight Channel reacting to all of this. What do you think, Fight Channel? I think we've turned Mike. What do you think? He loves it. Secretly, he loves it.
On XRP. I just bought my bag of XRP when it came on Robinhood. I just bought the rest of it today.
Okay,
and you're already up.
I'm already up. But my best asset right now, Dogecoin up 183%.
That's the one. That's the one you need. The little dog, the little joke coin. I agree. I'm not getting involved in this now. I don't want to start an argument I'm going to lose.
Martyn, you own this coin around 5 cents. It's currently nearly 50 cents.
Yeah, I'm like Mike's rubbish. I don't want any part of that.
Okay.
I want to stay with my Tilray.
But
I don't care.
In answer to your question, Martyn, that you asked everyone else apart from I think me and Chris didn't get to answer.
Yes, I want to go back to it.
I think Chris answered.
Thank you, Sensei, for being my continuity expert. Appreciate it.
No worries. I just really want to answer the question, to be honest. It was
I get it.
Something about will I be able to sleep at night? Would I hold it to $1 million?
Correct.
What if it goes all the way down? The thing is that the way you're talking about Bitcoin is Bitcoin and stocks are cryptocurrencies and stocks are completely different. One is securities, one is currencies. However, it's the same principle. You're investing. So a lot of the stocks that you bought in the past, that a lot of the viewers of the channel buy, completely same principles lie with it. If that goes up, the underlying company might be quite bad. Would I be able to? Would I hold the asset to $100? Would I hold SBC from now to $100 in old prices? Probably not. I'd probably sell. I would like to take my profits. What would I do if it goes to zero? Well, it can go to zero. That's a risk I'm taking on board. However, with Bitcoin compared to a lot of these stocks, there is a lot more holding it up, and that is the fact that so many people are buying it, so many people are holding it, so many people have put it away in cold storage. You can see the whole supply and demand situation after every halvening. You can see how the supply is shortening, the demand is increasing. You can see how more people are seeing it as an asset to hedge against the threat of the dollar coming down. So I think Bitcoin has a lot more upside potential, and if I make enough money for myself, I'll sell it. If it crashes, then I'll be doing what I've done since 2017, which is I said in 2017, I started buying in 2017, sold in 2018. I said next cycle everyone's going to be talking about ETFs. That was last cycle. The ETF came out in the bear market this time round. So that happened. And then I said last bull cycle, what's going to happen this time round is the conversation about governments buying it. And what's happening? The conversation about governments buying it. So we're on track. Everything, it has a bear market, so nothing's changes, and we're continuing to move up. So I'm happy to hold it. If I make enough money to live on, then I might have some Bitcoin and some of the main currencies in my retirement portfolio. But for now, it's the same as a stock. You can't say that what would you do if it goes to $1 million, or if it crashes to zero. It's the same risks. You might think the risks are higher. Some people might say the risks are lower, but it's the same mentality. You're investing for the long term, and there's a risk with investing in anything.
Good points made. Thank you very much indeed. I've got someone in the chat just saying 95,000 in the next 7 days. What worries me is and I get hundreds, thousands of comments, emails, messages on all the different medias every day. People making predictions. When I make a prediction on Coca-Cola or the S&P 500, I look at calculations. I see what the growth is. I see this. I see that, the profits, the margins. There's a number, reason. I cannot see, and Sensei, perhaps you could tell me, and Fight Channel, MSK, I'll bring you in a second. I cannot see why people come up with numbers, $1 million, $2 million, 95,000 by next week. It's not based upon any performance other than you're hoping everyone is going to buy it next week. Because if no one buys it next week, it doesn't go up. You're making your financial prediction on a hope that people are going to do what you think they're going to do. I cannot get my head around that as a financial a way to look at things. I just can't see it. So on that note, let's bring in MSK. You've been watching your XRP do well today.
Congratulations, MSK.
Yeah. He's congratulating himself.
Congratulations
That wasn't a loving thing.
Yeah.
That was thanks to myself because I told you. That was just him praising himself.
Thanks to the Sensei, absolutely.
But hey, what the hell? Fire away, MSK. Fire away, MSK. Tell us how great you were. You didn't know anything about it. You only bought it because Sensei said so.
No, it's just one fateful day. I just asked, you know what, Sensei, I don't hold any cryptocurrency. If I was to buy one, what would it be? And Sensei just said, "Yep, XRP." I was like, "Yep, go ahead."
So that's it, basically.
I'll just buy it.
Yeah,
that was it. And then I did my research.
Solid financial advice. That
Sensei said that's how much I trust Sensei there. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's worked out well.
I did the opposite. And he's my mate.
There you go.
See, I'm like the best mate of the CEO of Coca-Cola, right? What's he doing? I'm doing the opposite, right? So I know what's going on. I did the opposite. You followed him.
Yeah, so did Mike apparently, and it's his best performing asset.
Oh, poor Mike.
Mike is like Jerome Powell. You cannot fire him, but you can give him a hard time.
Come on then, MSK, how do you feel today? How much profit have you made?
Around $40,000. Yeah. Well, I haven't taken it out, so there's always this question. So, I haven't taken it out, but yeah. Go on, Sensei.
Mike's going, that could change my life.
But
if I had 40 grand.
If I had that kind of money, dear God,
you could eat today. You could eat today, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe go get.
I'll send you. You know what? I'll buy you a Big Mac or something, Mike. Just. Do they have Uber Eats and?
Yeah, they got Uber Eats. Yep.
Uber Eats.
You know what? I'm out of touch. I'm out of touch with all you guys.
You're out of luck, mate. You're out of luck. There's no way he's sending him McDonald's from England to America. That ain't happening.
You can send it with crypto. You can send XRP.
Instead of shares of Tillery, use Tillery.
More of your best performing asset, Mike. Would you like that?
What?
I can send you more of your best performing asset, XRP. Would you like a couple more XRP?
Yeah. Hey. Send all you want.
To be fair, no matter what you think about crypto, if it's made you more money than everything else, and you say it's rubbish, and you love it, everything else is better, then I have to say that there's something not working right that should be looked at. That's all I'm saying, Mike. Maybe you should have a chat with your girlfriend. Say, what do you think of this? I've been buying this asset. I love this one. Is it performing? No, it keeps going down. I've got this asset, XRP. It keeps going up. I made loads of money, but I hate it. Why do I hate it? She'll go, I don't know, Mike. You need to think about this.
Yeah.
Sell it all, Mike. Make some profit.
Yeah, I'm going to sell as soon as we get off the damn show.
MSK, Zach, Sensei, should he? I'm overwhelmed. I've got all these guests today. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Look, if you ask Sensei, I'm sure he'll tell you that this XRP is a long way to run. Sensei, what do you think?
I mean, it really. I've always said I'm not telling anyone to buy. I'm not telling anyone to sell. MSK asked me a question. He said, if you don't have any cryptocurrencies, looking at all of them, what do you think is the best? And I gave him a straight answer. I said XRP. I said I've told him many times, if it goes up, that's down to you. If it goes down, it's down to you as well. And he knows the risks. He knows that all the I don't know, I think it was over 100,000 you put in, he can, or it was around 100,000. I don't remember exactly. He could have lost that. He went in with the risk, and now he's got the reward. So I'm not telling anyone to buy or sell.
$50,000. Yeah,
$50,000 is probably well over $100,000 now. So
yeah,
congratulations.
Almost, yeah.
Blimey.
Congratulations.
And I'm not going to waste this opportunity because this will be a very popular video later on. I'm always going to make the point of saying this. Don't worry, Mike. It's not going to be having a joke at you. Okay, we're not going to use this opportunity to. We've already. I mean, we can't do any more to you, mate. You know, we can't do any more. What I want to say is this. And it's very important. I think everybody will agree. With crypto, whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether you see it's gambling, whether you see it's an investment, whatever you do, if you are selling it, and I know this because I get these sort of comments and messages all the time. Someone says, I've just sold this. What do I do now? And go, bloody hell, you know, you should always know before you sell it what your next move, at least the next move is going to be, if not 5 moves ahead. And what concerns me, people who have made money very, very easily, not being funny, sat on the toilet, they pressed buy on Bitcoin, it's gone up, they've made 20 grand, whatever. It doesn't feel like real money. They just hold it or they sell it or whatever. They're not really thinking the next step out because no one cares about their tax. No one cares about all of that stuff. I'm up, whatever. If you are and you've made money that easy, my experience from people that make money really easy, and let's be honest, you didn't work hard for it. Right now, you can see just there, look, we got our postman. He's running around posting letters. Unlike lazy mail delivery service in America, he gets out of the van. Mind you, I haven't seen him do it once yet, so I'm not too sure what's going on. But
I'm on a collection. He's come out.
He's on a collection. He's on a collection. Okay. But
I've already been and posted for the morning.
What real postmen do, not just ones who drive vans, they get out and they walk up the steps and they put it in the letterbox, all right, and they post it. That's why they're called a postman. The mailman just sticks it in the box, end of the door, end of the street, and you've got to go and get it yourself, all right? But, you know, I forget where I was going with that now.
Postman.
Anyway, the point I'm making is if you've made money really easy, that was it. You've not had to work really hard like our postman sitting in his van all day. If you've made money easily, and then you go out and sell it and I've made 20 grand, please, and just a little health and safety warning, right? Please make sure you put that profit at the side, at least 20% of it to pay the tax man, because you don't care, but your brokerage will report to the IRS you've made 20%, and they'll say, give me some money, please. And if you have gone out and bought Binky Bonk coin or something else, which has gone down, because we have these ups and downs, and you've not now got the 20% profit to pay the tax man, you're going to be in the crap. And you've got to then sell for a loss to pay the tax man. That's the end game, which a lot of people just don't seem to think about and never seem to talk about. Never hear that on YouTube channels talking about Bitcoin. And you never hear you talk about that. So please bear that in mind.
I would just quickly jump in there. I completely agree with everything. I mean, if you make money quickly, you're more likely to lose it quickly as well. However, a lot of people have been following this for 4 years. We've gone downwards and sideways for 4 years. And while everyone's saying Bitcoin's going to zero, while all the hate was there, while everyone's, we've been researching and buying it during the bear market. So I think it is still very easy money. But at the same time, there was a lot of risk. Not everyone thought it was going to come back. And we waited 4 years for this moment. So it's not the easiest money. However, if you jump in now and you make 20 grand overnight, then yeah, be very careful. It's the exact same though when you first come into the stock market. Lots of people, I think Martyn, you would say this as well. When you first come into the stock market and you think it's a money printing machine, you make money so quickly, but you lose it quickly as well. And the same thing happens to crypto, because this is normally the first time people see experience investing. And the first time you normally experience investing, you make a lot of mistakes. And we don't want you to make the same mistakes. It's the same with the stock market. It's not something specific to crypto, but maybe a bit more common with crypto. Everything you do say, Martyn, like previously you said something about when do you take profits, $100, $20, there's all these price predictions being put out. There's price predictions on every stock. You go deep enough into the stock market or you don't. There's price predictions that people are throwing around of stupid amounts of money for terrible companies. There's all those price predictions about Mullen. There's price predictions about massive companies as well that are ridiculous. It's not something that's just for Bitcoin, this $1 million price prediction, or just for XRP of a $500 price prediction, which I don't agree with. It happens with all the markets, and it's not something specific to do with crypto. Also, along with the tax, I think I'm not a tax advisor, but I think you can also offset your losses against your gains as well in certain circumstances. Always worth checking that out as well. But definitely leaving money on the side to pay your taxes, and don't just spend that money. If you invest in something else and it goes down, you might be able to claim some back. Check your own jurisdiction. But if you go and spend all your money and you don't have any money for the tax man, then you're screwed, and you always need to pay your taxes.
You're right what you say, that other stocks, I'll give everybody else a chance to react to that in a second. You're right, that's regular stock market, people can create and do. I think I saw a huge 146% upside today from an analyst on Plug. He's absolutely correct. However, I want to give a sort of qualification to that. And I know this because I'm a Seeking Alpha analyst, and if I ever did analysis for them, they would pay me, and I don't do it for the very reason I don't think what I have to say should be used to manipulate a stock in the way it's done on as an analyst on Seeking Alpha. That's why I don't do it, and they'd pay me about $100 a time to do it. I've said I don't want to do it. I just tell you about the program. I don't do it. People that do analysis, I've been watching this now for 3 years, 12 hours a day, all day long, generally have a reason why they've said what they've said. I watch CNBC a lot, and I've made bad decisions on an analyst on CNBC, a contributor, saying a stock's going somewhere. Now, if they're a good analyst, they've looked at what the profit is, the debt, the yada, 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 and they've done some sort of calculation. Okay, it's not just a guess.
Sec.
They've done some kind of calculation, and that's okay. That's a good analyst. However, they might be in the stock. They might be have their own reasons to promote it. So people can exaggerate and look at it from a different perspective. Or they put more weight into that deal. They think if this deal comes off, this could get them 20%. Like BlackRock. If BlackRock do this, Nvidia could go to this. And it's end of the day, it's a best guess. It's a best guess, but most often it's a best guess with some personal manipulation. So you take all that analysis with a pinch of salt. However, when we predict on Bitcoin, and I'm not talking about those who actually know about the economy and the growth and blah, 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 but the average Joe average Joe on the street. I'm just going to use the example of the guy in the chat who just said 95 by next week. No disrespect, you could be the smartest person in the world. I don't know. But most people who buy it from retail, they get it the same way. And no disrespect to my friend here, MSK, he bought XRP because he heard about it from Sensei. Okay? And people who buy Bitcoin, retail, bought it because they heard someone about it talking about it on YouTube.
It's the same with stocks. It's the same with stocks.
It isn't.
It is most people that buy stocks come in the stock market aren't listening to
whoa. Hang on.
CNBC.
Hang on. No,
they come in and buy terrible stocks.
Hang on. 77% of the people that own Coca-Cola are institutions. They understand the actual business. Okay, the people that more likely buy the stocks that are very volatile and very risky are more weighted towards retail. Virgin Galactic, our dear friend Zachze, who loves space, lot more retail in that. So if it's sexy and rock and roll and fun and fashionable, it draws in a certain type of clientele, if you like, and those people can be manipulated and just make up numbers because it sounds cool or whatever. That's all I'm saying. So you're right. Both are manipulated, both wild predictions, but I've never had ever, and someone's going to send me one now, I've never had, and I get thousands a day. I've got lots of blocks and filters, and I mean thousands, emails and notifications a day of a scam related to crypto. Always crypto. No one's ever trying to sell me the S&P 500 or Google. Ever. Somebody today will do that, right? But I've never had that. Why? Because you can't manipulate someone to buy Google.
It was, but in the 2000 and during the bubble, all the scams were to do with all these new internet companies. It was not something you saw in the newspaper.
What new companies? What new companies?
Gold. And during the .com bubble, that all the scams were related to all these amazing internet companies.
Yeah, correct. Something rock and roll and fun. There's always going to be some kind of scam to suck into people that are all excited and FOMO'd and so on and so forth. And that's what scares me. This particular industry, this particular sector pulls in a lot of those people.
Of course.
That makes it vulnerable.
And we're so early. 4% of the population owns crypto. It's a new thing. It's going to try this. It's terrible. We try and warn against it. That's what we do on the show. And I love that you do it, but it doesn't take away from that. It's something that might be here, that's probably here to stay, and there is good investments. But sorry, I'll pass it on to you, Martyn, to talk to the rest of the panel. I just had to give my thoughts there.
No, absolutely right. No, I appreciate that a lot. MSK, what's your thoughts? I just referred to you as owning the XRP. You came in because of that very notion. Yeah. You wouldn't have done that. I guarantee you wouldn't have done that for Google. It's not rock and roll enough. You did it on Bitcoin. You did it on crypto.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the point is, my first question to Sensei was I posed as I don't hold any crypto. So that in itself gives away that I wanted to try something different or hold an asset that I never held before. Listen to Sensei, and I realized actually he seems to know what he's talking about.
He does,
and he's evidence you can make profit out of the asset. And then obviously I didn't just straight away just jump into XRP as soon as Sensei told me that that's the one he'd recommend. It was the court case that intrigued me most, and why the SEC was so adamant on being negative and sort of holding it back in a sense. So that kind of got me curious to thinking, actually, must be something in it. There must be something in it. So I did more research into the use case of XRP as opposed to, and to me, as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like a better, it does what Bitcoin does, but better, essentially, in terms of, it's basically the new Swift, but it's just more efficient.
Right. Now I'm agreeing with you there. Now this is going to light up the chat. Get ready to see everybody jump up and down now then, because I agree with that. The biggest retail cheerleader is Michael Saylor, not BlackRock. Michael Saylor, right, for Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, and I've shown you the clips, I've made a video on it, and Michael Saylor himself has said Bitcoin, as far as transactional value, is going to get more and more expensive as time goes by and slower as time goes by. And he quoted, and he said, and I can't quote the exact phrase because I can't remember it now, but it was something like, when you sell a house, you pay a realtor, or in England, an estate agent, you pay them, $10,000 to sell your house. You're okay with that? And he says, I'm okay with that, selling my Bitcoin. And I'd be thinking to myself, I'm bloody not happy to pay that sort of money. I don't compare selling my currency the same as selling my house. That's bloody ridiculous. If I want to sell send my dollars to England, it's free. And he was saying that it's okay paying those high prices. I don't know where he gets off with thinking that everyone's okay with paying that. But what he said was, it's going to get more expensive as time goes by to sell it, more expensive to move it, slower. It's simply, like we said earlier, a store of value. You're holding it. Don't think Bitcoin is going to be your credit card in your wallet, because it ain't. And it doesn't need to be, because I can already send money all over the world for free in 5 seconds with fraud guarantee. Why do I need something different? I don't. It works. I do think digital currency is the future. I think the government's probably going to come out with a USD of their own, unlike, the Coinbase one or something. And that's it. $1 for one coin, like the USD currently is on Coinbase, and off we go. But it needs to be more like the technology, and as I understand it, in XRP. I've talked to people who work at Bank America, for example, who are bringing it in the system so they can send it and use it. And I get that. I can see that. But that isn't Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just a store of value and holding it. But I wouldn't feel very happy if I've got to pay all this. If I think it's a coin or think it's a currency, and I've got I did it the other day when I sold some Bitcoin a few weeks ago when I took the $70,000 profit. I think I sold it. I bought it at 15, sold it at 70. Great. Thank you very much. Did that. And I think it was something like, it took like 24 hours for it to go through. It didn't happen straight away. And, there were some fees involved or whatever. But, it's just good. Michael Saylor says himself, it's going to get worse. Sensei, do you agree what I've just said there or not?
Yeah, I agree. I I personally don't hold Bitcoin. If you were going to hold Bitcoin, the selling point of Bitcoin really is it's a store value. It's you are your own bank. There is no middleman. You're holding your money. It is actually your money. It is actually your money. You're holding it. You can have it in your wallet. No one can take it away from you. It's decentralized and it's a store of value. Yes, I think Michael. Michael Saylor does say a lot. He's a clever guy, but I think he is being right. I think the cost will go up, and I think that's to do with the price going up as well. It's not something you want to keep trading. There's this whole Loon Lightning network. I don't see too much value in Bitcoin unless you want to put a bit away as a store of value, a little hedge. You hold your gold, you hold your stocks, you have some Bitcoin. Do it that way. If I'm in crypto, I don't mind taking more risk. What's the point of taking risk and not getting as much reward, which what Bitcoin is doing? If you're taking the risk, you might as well take a bigger risk. Bitcoin has its own risks. One risk I keep saying, which no one says, is what if Satoshi comes out and sells all of his Bitcoin? But yeah, I agree with what you said, Martin. I think it's the fees are a problem.
When you said it's your own bank, I'd like to challenge that, because as I've always said before, if you focus on not losing money as opposed to making money, you always make money, minimum, worst case scenario, by default. Because if inflation, money just gets printed, more money, inflation goes up, yada, yada. You got no more buying power. I'm not saying you're getting richer, but you don't lose your money. If you simply invest in an ETF, in the stock market, you're making more money than inflation. So just by inflation, you're always getting richer. However, you just said Bitcoin is like your own bank. Well, the reality is my money isn't going to disappear tomorrow out of the bank, and it isn't going to disappear on the S&P over time, whereas Bitcoin could go down 80% tomorrow. No bank's ever done that.
What I'm saying is banks have gone under. People have lost money in the past.
Banks have gone under, true.
Debt is out of control. If you're holding the S&P 500, then you're fine, because I think that you're actually owning an ETF. You're entitled to that. In worst case scenario, you might lose it if the whole world goes under, but we've got bigger problems. But in terms of banks, that's happened in the past. And there were pretty big problems, but we recovered. But lots of people did lose their money. So what I mean by you can be your own bank is not specifically about the performance of Bitcoin. It's people don't have access to bank accounts in a lot of countries. Or banks are much less secure. In the UK, you've got £85,000 protection per bank per person. In the US, you've probably got some sort of protection. In a lot of countries, you don't. And even in the UK, if you've got more than 85,000, it's not protected. It can go wrong. There's many points of failure. With Bitcoin, it's code. There is no way of hacking it until there's quantum computers. Okay. But then that will hack everything. So we don't want to think about that. Otherwise, everything's hacked. Banks are 10 times worse off if there's quantum computers. But what I'm saying is Bitcoin is you are holding your money there. You are your own bank because you're holding money in a secure wallet with your own private key, especially if it's on a ledger. And that's how you're your own bank, because you can send money, you can hold money, you can hold your Bitcoin, and there's no counterparty risk. It's decentralized. There is no risk of the network going under.
Let me come back to you on that then, because you're mentioning people, decentralized, taking the human out of it and yada, yada, yada. Put the human back into it. This is the problem. Take responsibility. People put money in bad banks because they were promised greater returns than the main banks, the Bank of America, the Wells Fargos, the Chases. They went off to regional banks, small banks, promising 20% returns, much better rates on loans.
Is Lehman Brothers, was that a small bank?
Lehman Brothers, no.
Lehman
Brothers wasn't a small bank, but it did give some major returns on some very dodgy assets. And we're talking about the, hang on a minute, let me get this straight in my head. I'm trying to calculate in my head what I'm thinking about. We're talking about the, what's the word for it? The contracts, the bond. What the hell is it now? The junk bonds.
Options.
Not
Credit
options.
rating.
No, it was to do with the
credit ratings of the bonds.
Yes, the way the ratings of the bonds were, and in fact, that's a lot to do with the S&P as well. The bloody name's gone off the top of my head now.
They all had the problem. The government just bailed out a few.
Yeah, the point I'm making is those banks did not offer FDIC guarantees like other banks do. Like on Robinhood, I think it's 1.5 or 2.5 million. Okay, and this is why I invest in Robinhood. I'm aware, right? I'm not saying Robinhood's great. I'm not saying Vlad Tenev is great. But what I'm pointing is, when I decide to invest with Robinhood, first of all, I want to know, are my shares that I buy with them in a custodial? Yes, they're not owned by Robinhood. If Robinhood go bust, my stocks don't go. My stocks don't disappear.
That's why I said S&P's fine.
Right, so it's held in several places, spread across in custodian. They don't own it. If they go bust, they don't take your stocks with you. Number two, FDIC government backed insurance. So I think it's 2.5 million is in Robinhood, which is way more than most banks. So a lot of people took risk on high risk loans, high risk banks. Certain banks were taking ridiculous risks. And you have to be aware of that.
A lot of people didn't know, Martyn.
A lot of people didn't know. But what I'm saying is, banks aren't perfect. Banks aren't great. I'm not saying banks are great. Banks lend your money out 10 times over. They haven't got your money. You couldn't go into the bank tomorrow and say, "Can I all have my money back?" No one would get their money back. They just shut the doors. You couldn't do it. I get it. But you should understand that. That's why I don't have money in the bank. Waste of time, right? All I'm saying, you should understand the risks. And, Bitcoin isn't a bank because it could suddenly be sold tomorrow by BlackRock and it would go down 20%. That can't happen in your bank without these extra things happening, which you should be aware of. That's all I'm saying. Don't take it as it's all done. It's all safe. I can forget all about it. 'Cause that's not true.
Yeah, Bitcoin's value can go down, but the system can't. So the bank can go under and you lose all your money, or Bitcoin can drop 40% in value or drop 50% in value. I mean, it's just my statement is a selling point of Bitcoin is it is decentralized. You can be your own bank. There is no risk of your bank going under. There's a risk of the Bitcoin coming down in value. There's no risk of the blockchain going under, though. There's no counterparty risk. There's no risk of someone taking your money and putting it in junk bonds, which still actually happens today in different ways. But there's no risk of that with being your own bank, and that's a selling point that a lot of people like. But yeah, that's my. I understand what you're saying. I trust banks, of course I do, but I know the risks for banks as well. I don't have enough money to think, okay, I need to be my own bank and let me buy some Bitcoin. But a lot of people also think that way. A lot of people don't trust the government, so they want their own bank, and a lot of people don't have access to banks and they need their own bank.
What worries me is the sentiment of saying Bitcoin can never break. I agree with you. I don't know anywhere near as much as you do about the code and how it's done and the hash rates. And I've studied it. I've looked into the mining farms and blah. I was doing a bit of mining myself for a while, which was a waste of time. Anyway, I've had some silly little mining things I've tried. It obviously doesn't work. But the point is, I would imagine, and I'm guessing, but I bet I'm right, 99.9% of people, if they own crypto, they're going to say it's great. Then other than Mike, he owns it and says it's rubbish, right? Most people who own it would say it's great, right? Most people that own anything, They like what they own. That's what humans do. Oh, I've got, look, I mean, it doesn't matter what it goes down to. I love it. We've got Zaxate, loves space. Virgin Galactic, he doesn't like it going down, but he loves it, right? Everyone loves what they own because it makes you feel good. No one turns around and says, I hate what I own. It wouldn't make any sense, right? And I bet you 99.99999% of people who own it, who think it's great, would say, it can't be shut down. It can't be this. It can't be that. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then I go, tell me why it can't be shut down, why it's so secure. And I bet you 99.9999% of people go, I don't know how it works. I just was told that. Now, we all know that's true, right? Everyone knows that's true. Even though you don't like it, everyone knows that's true. Doesn't that scare the pants out of you?
I can give you answers here and there, but I can't tell you the exact way why Bitcoin can't be hacked in this specific way, why it can't be hacked in this way.
Right, that is no difference. That is no difference.
If you go to a doctor, it's the same with you go to a doctor. You're not gonna. You don't know how to perform a surgery, or if you talk about a specific. I mean, there's so many complicated things. You just have to take more experienced.
I agree. But that's no difference.
Expert's opinion on.
Yeah, but that's no difference going back 1,000 years when someone said, she's a witch, burn her, she's a witch. Everyone, yes, she's a witch, burn her at the stake.
Well,
the world's flat, now it's round, now it's flat.
We should all be anti-vaxxers, we should all not trust anything, we should all live in a bunker, we should all go for a walk and have a glass of water and we won't get any diseases. That's not going back to here.
No, I know. I just wanted to challenge the argument. You have to have the conversation. Yeah. You have to think about it. And you're right. I haven't got a clue. What's in the COVID vaccine. But the doctor said it's good, so I went, all right then. I'm no smarter than the guy who went, it's all a con. You shouldn't be doing it. I haven't got a clue. My doctor said I should, and I think, well, he knows more than me. Does he? Well, yeah, of course he does. He's a doctor. He's learned it. He spent years at university. Of course he knows more than you do. But is he right? I don't know. I've just got to trust somebody, right? Like I trust you, Sensei. Like MSK trusts you. He's bought it all because of you. He's rich because of you.
I'd rather
he should buy you a beer, actually.
I will do.
I would actually prefer if no one went off what I said. But let me let other people speak. I'll have to leave in a second anyway, but I would like to listen to other people's opinions as well.
All right. Okay. We'll take it. What we'll do, we'll take it now to the individual screen and we'll wrap it up with giving everybody their final say. This is great because Jerry and Elba in a minute, they're going to do a one-on-one just like this, me and Jerry and Elba. All right. So let me go over to interview one and let's see who's in guest number one. Nobody's in guest number one at the moment. Let me give everyone the chance to wrap up. So, Christopher Shaw, give me your final thoughts on what we've been through today. What do you think of all of this?
I'd like to, at some point, listen to Sensei more because I don't understand crypto really. So I'd be open-minded. I certainly wouldn't be putting more than 1 or 2% of my portfolio into it. But yeah, I'm very skeptical, mate. But I'm open to learning more and perhaps speculating a little bit, but I certainly wouldn't be putting any conviction into my investment with it.
Okay. Every Sunday, Sensei's live 10 p.m. 10 p.m. UK time every Sunday. And then afterwards, his live shows get turned into videos and you can see those. They're all on the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in. Have a safe day. Lovely to have you here. Thank you
Cheers,
very
mate.
much. What about Zaxate? Final thoughts, Zaxate?
Yeah, the answer is right in your name, Martyn Lucas Investor and Sensei Crypto. If both of you will go 4 to 6 years back, and who you love more, mom or dad? So you invest in the S&P and you're very happy, and he invests in the crypto and he's very happy. So each one is happy in his own way. Who is better? Casino open 24 hours and the market limited. So you're more balanced. Don't forget, there is places that gambling is illegal. It's still kind of gambling. So we're looking at the market and full open market, and both of you are happy. I love mom and dad too.
There you go.
Dad is extreme, throw you in the air, take you to places. Mom is very disciplined, very knowledgeable, and great cooker.
What a great way. What a great final thought. Thank you, Zaxate. MSK, what's your final thoughts?
Yeah, so the reason why I wouldn't buy Bitcoin is because do you remember when the Nokia phone was so popular and everyone had to have a Nokia?
Yeah.
But then it couldn't keep up with the market, and now obviously the
Ah.
iPhone took over, the Android took over. I think the iPhone is basically the crypto equivalent, or the XRP is the crypto equivalent of the iPhone versus Nokia,
Ah.
which is
The
the
first one's not
BTC.
always the best. Betamax.
No,
Remember
no.
that.
Yeah, you got to keep up with the technology. You got to keep on building the partnerships globally. And I think I would, of course, I'll take profits from XRP, and I have taken profits from XRP as well. But I will always hold a little bit of it.
Okay.
That's my final
I'm
thought.
now
Yeah.
moving to Fight Channel, and then lastly, Sensei, stand by. So, Zach, Fight Channel, your final thoughts on what we've heard today?
It just, as an investor, you just gotta be open minded of what you want to invest in. It's your strategy, not your. My strategy is not like yours or crypto, all that. I do a little crypto. I do a little more ETFs because I'm making all my dividends that I could reinvest, where I can make more dividends. And like it is. I mean, in the day, you gotta live with what you invest in, not what somebody else invests in. Especially when you listen to people on YouTube say, "I'm investing this, I'm investing that," but they don't tell you, "I'm not a financial advisor. Don't follow me."
Correct. Thank you for your final thought. Sensei, final thoughts, mate?
Very kind words from Zach. I think that was a great way to put it. And my final thoughts are:
Your mum, by
be
the way.
careful when investing.
If we're mum and dad, your mum. I'm definitely dad. Just saying, if I've got to pick one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So what I was saying was, be careful when you invest in crypto. Be careful for quick gains. Quick money goes away quickly. Be open minded, as we've just heard as well. But Christopher said he's prepared to put 1 or 2% of his portfolio maybe into it. That's what I've been saying from the beginning. What I've been always saying is, if you don't even, you just have to have a bit. The government has to have a bit. You have to just have a bit, because I think it's a breaking technology, but there's still only 4% of the population are into it. I think it's revolutionary. This is what I've been advocating for so long. Crypto is here to stay, and it's making all time highs. I'm doing a show on Sunday. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing a special about what I'm currently doing with all this money that's coming in, all these investments that are going up, and a lot of people are now asking me, what do I do if I missed the bear market? So I'm going to do a 2-part on the crypto segment. Then we're going to look at stocks, but I'm going to be looking at what I would do if I'm just coming into this market new, and what am I doing personally, because I've been buying during the bear market. So that'll be exciting, and I hope to see everyone there on Sunday.
Thank you very much, Zach. We'll all be there on Sunday with you. My final thoughts. What a great day. Thanks for calling in, everybody. That was one of our best ever phone-ins. My final thought is this: don't congratulate yourself too much when you're up, and don't berate yourself too much when you're down. It's 50% chance for you, as it is for everybody else. No one knows what the future is going to bring. We do know there'll always be change and growth. And what's great today might not be great sometime in the future. That's inevitable. That's the way it goes. If you are an investor, you're investing because you're trying to build for financial freedom in the future. We all want the same thing. Most people, all people, probably selfish to some degree, thinking of themselves. No difference there. We're all the same. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Binky Bonk, whether it's the S&P 500. No one knows what's best. Doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Don't concern yourself with the options and the things that you've missed out on. Focus on what you do have. Focus on what you can do something about. It doesn't matter that somebody yesterday bought something and you didn't, or whatever. None of that is important. Focus on what you have, no matter how little it is. Remember, everybody watching this channel today, every single person watching this channel today has 95% more than everybody else on planet Earth. That is a fact, and you can check that. If you've got electricity, obviously you do, because you're tuned in, your phone's plugged in. You've got Wi-Fi, internet, the chances are if you've got Wi-Fi, internet, and an iPhone or a computer, you probably live in an area where you have water, education, health, and shelter of some description, which already makes you 95% richer than everybody else on planet Earth. Always remember that. Always remember, one day you're up, one day you're down. But life is just a journey. It's not about getting to the end of the game. It's not about getting to the $1 million Bitcoin or $1 million in your portfolio. It's the journey and the person that it makes you on the journey. If you've got goals and you're looking forward to the future, it'll get you out of bed in the morning. It'll keep you focused. It'll keep you happy. It'll keep you well. And you live and love and laugh along the journey. One day you're up, one day you're down. No one takes it with them anyway. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed our Bitcoin crypto special. It was pretty special today, and I enjoyed everyone calling in and having their opinions and the views. No one's right. No one's wrong. It's just their opinion. Click above my head. Click the links here. I'll show Sensei's link for Sunday. Join him. You want to know about crypto? He's the person to ask. For me, I'm just sharing my meandering thoughts from my own personal experiences and having a laugh. That's it. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right, let's bring back the lights. I've got Sensei still in the chat with me. Interview one. For some reason, Zach stayed on the line. He stayed on the line. He thought, I ain't done. And that's okay. That's okay. You're right, mate.
I still got some coffee left.
Did you like my little moody light there? I went all dark. Just my face.
Very much. Season 4 is very exciting so far. Every day bring us something new and content, earnings, a lot of to learn. Yeah, very excited. This week also was very intense. It seems like things goes up and down, a little bit crazy, but another good week, I think, for the before Santa bill.
Before the Santa rally. Hopefully we'll get a Santa rally. That would be nice.
Yeah, I said Santa Bill. I got used to Santa Bill.
Santa Bill. I think I've still got his picture somewhere. Yeah, I think we saw Bill in the channel yesterday. So yeah, let's hope he joins us and we'll have a bit of Santa Bill. That'll be good. All right. I'm going to let you go now, Zach, because I've got to make a video to promote tonight's show. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers, mate.
Waiting for the party tonight. Yes. Have a lovely Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Flipping right. There you go. Lovely to have Zach Zay on the show today. Let me change back to my main screen there. There we go. Bitcoin going back up. Portfolio diving at the moment. I'm okay with that. The more that goes down to January the 1st, I don't mind. It's $4,000 down now compared to where it was a few days ago. That's okay. Right. Let me wrap up with a couple of things. Zach was definitely referring to you as a responsible mum. I like it. No, he wasn't. There is poverty of the heart that gold bricks cannot improve. There is a poverty of the heart that gold bricks cannot improve. That's a good one. It's okay, Martin. When your vaccines turn you into a zombie, we'll all love you enough to put you down. Well, unless you could still run the show, then we could let you live. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. Oh, look. Now Mike's upset because S&P's going down. Turn your phone upside down, Mike. Turn your phone upside down. Anyway. Oh, I have people I know personally doing the work for all of that Pfizer who said that they would not touch it, said to not do not do it. They make it. I'm good with my water fast. Very nice. Big Pharma is the devil. I should have known XRP listed today on Hood. I wouldn't. I would have bought if I've been looking every day. Yes, I reported that yesterday. Songs for Space. It wasn't today. It was 2 days ago. I made a video on it, and if you'd seen it, you'd know. That's why you got to ring the bell and follow all the shows. Look, if you look here, unbelievable. Songs for Space. You remember, you should know all this stuff. Look, scroll down, scroll in. XRP news. There you go. That it's on Robinhood. That was a good bullish sign. That was bound to go up on that news. That's why I made a video. No one noticed it, though. No one notices my crypto videos that I do. They notice when Sensei does it, not when I do it. I wonder why that is. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? Right. Okay, so let's finish with this. End. Production. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right. Friday night special. Join me live tonight on the Party Channel. The reason why I do it on the Party Channel is because we have no ads. However, should you wish to watch me on the main channel, the Investor Channel, this was a suggestion by Christopher Shaw, you can watch me there. So you can watch me where you're watching me right now, or you can watch me on the Party Channel. But the Party Channel, there'll be no ads. Same content, same thing. It's entirely up to you. We're going to do a special an hour and a half looking at Bitcoin, crypto, the stocks, the markets, whether we're up, whether we're down. We've had a hell of a week. Bitcoin rallying, stock market now selling off. Of course, you had an election, a lot going on. A lot of people have made a lot of money. Where do we go from here? We need to prepare for the following week. After an hour and a half of all of that, then we'll go into some music on the Party Channel. The Investment Channel will end. So wherever you are right now, whether you're watching me on the Party Channel or the Investment Channel, we're going to do stocks and crypto and all the rest of it. Prepare for the following week. Build up to Sensei's Sunday show. Then followed by music. If you watch me on the music channel, I'll give you all the links below and above my head. You can watch ad-free. It's my gift to you every Friday. If, however, you prefer to watch on the main investor channel, there'll be ads, but the same content. It's entirely up to you. We don't mind. It's up to you, whatever you do. But do join us for a Friday special, ad-free or not, followed by a party or not, depending on where you are. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description, over here and over here, I shall put the link to the event here on the Party Channel and the event on the Investor Channel. You choose where you watch. It's entirely up to you. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, promo, then closing bell. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. We've got a special for you tonight, a crypto special, an election special, looking at the week. We've rallied, now we're selling off, Bitcoin's exploding, getting prepared for Sunday, Sensei show on Sunday, and the upcoming week. It's going to be a great week. We look forward to it. So what we're going to do tonight is we have a bit of a special for you. I'm about to go live in a couple of moments' time, and you have a choice. You can watch me right where you are right now, as this video will go into the live stream because this is recorded. It will go into the live stream here on the Investment Channel. We'll be discussing all your crypto, all your coins, all your assets, everything going on for next week, getting ready for a great week next week. Or you can switch to the music channel, the Party Channel, watch exactly the same broadcast, exactly the same stream, exactly the same everything. The difference is there'll be no ads. And you'll be rewarded for that. Not only do you get no ads for the same content, at the end of it, you'll get a party of music as well with a few beers. So watch me on the Investor Channel or the Party Channel. The choice is yours. So stay right to the end. In a couple of seconds from now, this will end and it will take you automatically to the channel of your choice. I will set it up to go to the Investor Channel where you are already. But if you want to go to the Music Channel, you'll have to click the link and then you can watch the same show ad-free. The choice is yours. Click above my head for all the links over there, down below in the description. If you stay where you are, it'll automatically take you to the Investor live stream. But if you want the Party Channel, that is just there. And there is the parties. There is the Investor Channel, just there. You choose. Have a wonderful evening. Hopefully you'll join us one way or the other. And then we'll see you back on Sunday for Sensei's show and then start another new week. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. Okay, I think that'll do. Let's wrap up today's show. I think we're all done. Time to get out of here. Let's have a quick look over here. See anybody's in the chat. Either way, it's a prank as an opportunity to refine character. A momentary expression of ever-changing unity. Right, I've got to go because Jerry and Elba are calling me in a few moments. Jerry and Elba in 15 minutes. I'm ready on standby to take your call. We've got time allocated for you. Our private call, because they are gold members. They have a one-on-one live call with me. But I'm going off air now. We're going to be off air on the extra channel as well. So it's a private call. Right, that's it. So I'm going to end the stream. I think we've covered everything. Let me share with you. That's good. That's working. Right. Okay. That's it from me. I'm going to end the stream on the extra channel because we're going to have a private video call with Jerry and Elba. So let me end that now. Finish.